What do you keep hesitating for? Let me grab something to drink. Alrighty, we got a special request from Liz. We got to find that video again. Did we already have it, or did I find it? Anybody remember from last night? Did I already have that video, or did I find it? Let me go to the Decipher and take a look. Did I already have the video? Hold on a second. Or did we find it? Alrighty then. Give me 1 second here. Let me open up a new window. And let's see if we can find it. It's only 3 people watching. The phone say 5. All right. Let me see. What was it called? Anybody remember what it was called? Does anybody remember what it was called? It was called oh. Mm-hmm. Here it is. I think this is it right here. I think that's the guy right there. I think this is the guy right here. Yeah, this is it. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me bring y'all in. Let me bring y'all in here. Screen share, please. Get my ugly mug off the screen. All right. Specifically requested by Liz.
What up, guys?
Well, it say 7 now.
We wanted to make a new video, something different, give you guys a part of us and let you guys inside of us give out more so you can see where we're coming from. So this is our crib. We currently stay right now. We are on public housing. So this is our public housing apartment. I thought this would be different because a lot of people, they give you all the information of this is, they tell you about that. They don't really show it. Like, hey, I was on housing. They don't show that. They just tell you about it in interviews. I want to actually show you guys. I felt like this would be something different. Show you guys, and you can see where we come from because pretty soon we do not plan on being on public housing for much longer. We were on public housing going on 2 years. She said 2 years. That's my wife behind the camera recording for you guys. But we've been on public housing for 2 years, and we've been in this apartment for 2 years. So I'm gonna give you our little apartment tour. So starting out, this is the little
see what I mean, Liz?
walk area. As soon as you come in, this is our crates that we put up all of our stuff in that we go selling, that all of our coupon stuff that I take to go selling, I just stack these crates up inside the car and then put them out on the table. So as soon as you walk in, you see that we don't have many visitors. So even if we did, we don't really care. That's why I write there. She do, but I don't. That's why I write there. But we don't have no other place to put it at. So starting in, come on. That's Dominique and Davion room to the left. But we're going to start off in the bathroom. This is the bathroom that all of them use. The microphone thing going up. The 2 green things.
Oh, hold on a sec, y'all.
I just wanted to make sure. But
Um,
this is the bathroom that all of
hold
them
on, y'all. We got pause for a second. John Lee don't have her knickers on. Give me 1 sec here. Can you do this on a Can you do this? Now you can't do it on the string yard. All right, hold on a sec. I'm open up another window. We got 3 windows open now. Hold on. We got to give. There anybody else that don't have their blue shoes on? Cause we on the e-bike channel. On that. Well, what channel are we on here? Okay, hold on a sec. Switch account. All right, e-bike life channel. All right, so let's All right. Now, who else don't have their blue suede shoes? And somebody called them one. So they're blue jeans on that. All right. Ava, anybody else? While we here? Anybody else? Oh, the shoes. I found a great deal on eBay. Matter of fact, I'm getting another pair on the third. It was getting dark so fast, I didn't have a chance to get them set up. Well, hold on a sec. We got these today. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm getting another pair on the third. One gonna be for the doctors, and one gonna be for the bike rides. They come in other colors, but I don't like that white rim. That it get black too early and it look a mess. That's why I got the red. You got black. All you gotta do is wipe them off. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the same thing twice. I'm also getting. That really don't show you. Let's look at this one. This is what I bought on the third of this month. And when I bought it, I didn't know it only do optical and coaxial. I didn't know to get the real stuff, you have to use HDMI. So I wasted $21 on this. I didn't waste it because I'm using it, and it sounds pretty good. But these outputs are 15 and 17 years old. This is the old stuff. This is like having a computer when Apple first came out. Remember the little monitors, and this is what people are using because it's what they used to, but it's outdated. It's like having a cassette deck and carrying around a cassette deck when you can put the music on your phone or get one of them little MP3 players. Why are you carrying around a cassette deck or a CD player that's skipping when you can get a memory player or put them on your phone and the music never skips? It's an update. So we're not going to be getting. I mean, we're going to be replacing this on the third. Hey man, I thought I saw it on the side. Wasn't it on the side? We're going to replace it with this. Now, this uses the HDMI. For those of y'all that don't understand, the HDMI lets you carry everything. It's the most current thing, and it's going to be updated. It's currently being updated. So this is the current new thing. And what I like about it is it does 7.1 also. So I'll be able to get my front, rear, and left. I'll be able to get my center and my subwoofer. I'll be able to get my right rear, my left rear, and then this gives you 2 more rear speakers. Now, we're using 8 speakers right now, but I got 4 on this channel right here. I actually have 4 speakers coming off this one because I don't have all 4. I only got 3. I don't have the last one. That will be because that's for a 7.1 system. But I made my system a 7.1 by using a splitter, and I'm splitting out. So this is supposed to be subwoofer and center speaker, which controls the vocals and the bass. The vocals and the bass come from out of here. And I have rear going to the ones in the rear, but then I split it and I got it going into because I got these same slots on the back of the speaker system. I got these same 3 slots, not the 4th one, but the first 3. I got the same 3 slots. And what I got going on is when I get this, I'll be able to put the 2 speakers that I added on. I'll be able to put them on their own, and they won't have to split 4 on 1. But number 2, I'll be able to get the HDMI. And like I said, I'm kind of mad because this wasn't out. This wasn't out last month, and I'm mad because I spent all the time researching it, and then they come out with this. I'm mad. But that's what happened with technology. Technology in and out just like that. Because I would have got this on the 3rd and would already have it. But now I got to go and buy it again. But if you want to do Dolby Atmos, if you want to do Dolby True HD, you want to do Dolby Digital Plus, you want to do DTS Master, if you want to hear the sound in real home theater sound, the way it sounds in the movies, you got to stay up to date. Now, you can see there's an optical on here. And this is what we're using right now. This is old. We don't want this. This can only do 700 and something gigabyte. It take 1,000 gigabytes to make a megabyte. The HDMI can do 32 gigabyte. So it ain't no contest. There ain't no contest. It's like having a baby going up against a football player. It ain't no contest. I know. I'm gonna get back to the video. I ain't want to bore y'all to death, but just updating y'all. If y'all want to step your game up, you got to use HDMI. Optical's whack.
Today was sports day. You know those.
You see, she always say I was the.
So I'll start this over
And let you guys inside of us give out more so you can see where we're coming from. So this is our crib. We currently stay right now. We are on public housing. So this is our public housing apartment. I thought this would be different because a lot of people, they give you all the information of this is.
Hold on.
They tell you about that. They don't really show it. Like, hey, I was on housing.
Liz said, somebody said how much? Well, I was showing you eBay. eBay is 33 to get a brand new one, but Amazon has a used one. Amazon has a used one. Hold on. I just hope nobody don't buy it before I'm ready. That's what I'm worried about. Is somebody gonna buy it before the 3rd? That's what I'm worried about. But they have a used one for I believe it's 31. Yeah, 31.42. Amazon got a used one for 31.42. And like I say, there's a difference. Right now we're using the skinny optical cable. And Oh, well, somebody asked. Somebody asked how much. I know I saw that somewhere. Oh. But anyway, like I said, I'm getting that myself, so y'all ain't got to worry. I'm not gonna ask nobody. I'll get that myself.
Today was sports day.
Why I keep cutting back to right there?
Guys, welcome to our crib.
All right, ladies, there you go.
We wanted to make a new video, something different, give you guys a part of us and let you guys inside of us give out more so you can see where we're coming from. So this is our crib. We currently stay right now. We are on public housing. So this is our public housing apartment. I thought this would be different because a lot of people, they give you all the information of this is, they tell you about that. They don't really show it. Like, hey, I was on housing. They don't show that. They just tell you about it in interviews. I want to actually show you guys. I felt like this would be something different. Show you guys, and you can see where we come from because pretty soon we do not plan on being on public housing for much longer. We were on public housing going on 2 years. She said 2 years. That's my wife behind the camera recording for you guys. But we've been on public housing for 2 years, and we've been in this apartment for 2 years. So I'm gonna give you our little apartment tour. So starting out, this is the little hallway walk area. As soon as you come in, this is our crates that we put up all of our stuff in that we go selling, that all of our coupon stuff that I take to go selling. I just stack these crates up inside the car and then put them out on the table. So as soon as you walk in, you see that we don't have many visitors. So even if we did, we don't really care. That's why I write there. She do, but I don't. That's why I write there. But we don't have no other place to put it at. So starting in.
That's what I don't understand. You're not reporting that as income. Because if you was, you wouldn't be there. So why are you on YouTube telling everybody your business? I can't figure out. Oh, you said that's the wrong video? Well, which one? The one with the one with the country woman? Wait a minute, see if I can find it. You talking about this one?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Is this the one?
I already know. This is Peach, and today I'm going to be taking y'all on a public housing apartment tour. I know since I have started uploading videos about low-income housing, living in the project, all that good stuff, having food stamps and everything, people have been so curious to know more about public housing. What does it look like? Oh, it's full of people, just dirty people, full of roaches, you know what I'm saying? People don't got no ambition. They dirty, they churn dirty, they bad. Those are all lies. So I'm gonna show y'all what the inside of our public housing looks like in Tampa. I already showed y'all like the outside of a lot of our public housing. I'm actually gonna show you the inside so you can see that that's a lot. People are clean, people go to work every day. You know, they just need a hand up. First walk in, that's your door. Then we have this little foyer area. It's very spacious in here. So we have some plants, a mirror, and all that good stuff. You walk in and see that little cute foyer area. We have the living area. And the living room, we got 2 big old windows, decorations on the wall, big, beautiful vases, and a humongous sectional, y'all. My family believes it's not where you live, it's how you live. And we do believe in living good and living nice and clean. So a lot of people think projects and then your house dirty, you don't work, you're a welfare queen. And that is not the truth. People live in the projects, so they live in public housing, low income housing. They work, they pay rent just like everybody else. It might not be a lot of rent because it's what their family can afford and it's a step up. We leave the living room area, and yes, baby, it's a TV on the wall. You know how we doing over here, you know what I'm saying? Ain't where you live is how you live, you know what I'm saying? We have the kitchen area. We have a huge deep freezer over here. Let me stop showing these people clothes.
This does not look like the Evans apartment. Okay.
Beautiful
this is not
very open in here.
JJ and YouTube Alona.
little snacks, stuff, counter area, and she outdid her stuff because you know how we do it ain't how you live, it ain't where you live, it's how you live. Got snacks for the kiddos, snacks, and more snacks for the kiddos. Girl stove. Look at the stove. Clean, baby. Clean. Ain't no roaches up in here. I swear to God, ain't no roaches. The theme in this kitchen is wine, if you haven't noticed. Wine.
I love that kitchen.
Yeah. Air fryer. We was lucky to get these air fryers.
I know mine ain't gonna be that nice, but I hope it is.
Fryers. Y'all know I like my Dollar Tree knife, but this family member bougie, so you know she got the nice set, crock pot, the blender, got a little George over there. Then we got our sink, regular sink, dishwasher.
That's not our place.
Dishwashers in my family, nobody does.
That's a relative.
We hand wash things. Like black people, if you didn't know, black people do not believe, at least down south, black people, we do not believe in using dishwashers, baby. You gotta hand wash your dishes. If you use a dishwasher, we was taught if a person uses a dishwasher, do not eat from them. And also, as a black person growing up in the South, we're taught to only drink out of glasses. We will not drink out of a plastic cup at somebody else's house. When you at someone else's house, always drink out of a glass where you can see what's in it, or preferably bottled drinks, and never, you know, eat off nobody's dishes who use a dishwasher. My 12-year-old, he was like, Mom, you always...
In The Color Purple, didn't Celie give Mister's father water with Sugar's piss in it? And she stirred it up and put it in a glass of water, and the man sat there and drank it. So what she just said didn't make any sense. But that's not her apartment. That's a relative. She said so.
Always complaining about washing the dishes. Why you won't use the dishwasher? I'm like, well, we black. We black. Black people don't use no dishwasher. Black people don't use no we don't do that. We hand wash, baby.
Is this the woman where there was the fuzzy chair, the fuzzy stool, and she said she wanted it? This is the one, right?
But, you know, they use it as like a little storage area. Got an asthma machine. Somebody got asthma over here. Some disinfectant wipes, because y'all know coronavirus. It's real. Hand sanitizer. This gum machine. They really be charging you for this gum. Every time I come over here and I want some gum, they charge me and my kids $25 for real. That's crazy. Then they got...
I ain't worrying about her living large. I'm trying to live large.
I had bought me some drinks. When I come over here and I drink their drinks, they either charge me or make me replace them. So
I ain't worrying about what somebody else doing. They ain't doing me no good.
This is public housing. It's not where you live, baby. It's how you live. Now let's go to this laundry room. Got this huge laundry room. Storing some bikes and toys in here. Washer and dryer. This place does come with the washer and dryer in the unit. So this was already here. This was already like this. It comes like this. And then a little storage. But it's huge. How big this is. So this is bedroom number 1. This is a girl's room. She kind of doing her own thing in here. She kind of freestyling some stuff. I'm trying to show her pictures because she got a lot of pictures and stuff on the wall. She did remove her door hangers because she's always in and out of this closet. But she got her bags hanging up. She got her clothes. She got her shoes semi-organized. But she removed her closet doors on her own because she just likes the way this looking, like looking at her clothes. On to bedroom number 2. And this child is in here playing 2K. We're not going to worry about him. We're not going to show too much of his room, you know, because he got all his little personal stuff in here. But it's a pretty big room. TV on the wall. Everybody got a TV on the wall. Big time over here. Gaming chair, because he's a gamer. Pretty spacious room. Door right here is just a linen closet. Very organized linen closet. Also has their tissues. This is how we was raised. We was raised to make sure we get stocked with necessities even before COVID, before coronavirus. we was just raised like this. Make sure you fully stock with tissue, your linens, and all that stuff. Now this door, so we got door number 1, door number 2, linen closet. This is the bathroom. This is the bathroom. And this is what that looks like. It is decorated in here as well. Very nice bathroom. Hot quiz time. Have you seen a roach? Ain't no roaches up in here. Ain't no roaches up in here. Say what? Ain't no roaches up in here. Now, lastly, we have a master bedroom. Boom. The master bedroom. TV on the wall. TV's all up and through here. Because like I said, where you live is how you live, baby. You want to have a good life, create you one. Don't let society make you think just because you live in the ghetto or just because you live in public housing or just because you live, low income that you got to live filthy or that you got to be ashamed or anything like that. You don't elevate. But in between time, until you elevate, baby, make your home feel like a home. That's what you do. Make your home feel like a home. Keep it clean. Keep it beautiful. And this is the bed, the dresser, and mirror. And I put the photos down just for
hard to find, Liz.
Reasons. This ain't none of your business who house this is. More Paris themed stuff. This girl is so good at decorating. I love the way she decorates, and she just very clean. Like house always look like this. Always, no matter if you come here at nighttime, daytime, always clean. That's what that looks like. And then in here we have a closet. A big walk-in closet is huge. I gotta switch. So walk-in closet, clothes for the youngest kid, a toddler bed that they don't sleep in. Kids like to sleep with their parents. I'll have money on cribs and toddler beds and all that kind of stuff, and the kids just want to sleep with you. It's just crazy. They won't let me have it. And my butt take up the whole chair, but I would really love this chair. I really would. I don't know why they didn't buy me one. And it was like the last one in the store. They could have gifted this to me. My favorite color is pink. Everybody know my favorite color, pink, but she won't let me have that. Here we have our master bathroom. The master bathroom, which we're not going to get up in all her business, but it's big.
I don't need 2 bathrooms, but that'd be nice.
Decorated just like everything else. Very clean in here. She be doing her little toes, child. She very girly. I'm the thug. Roles changed. Like I remember when I was little, this was the thug and I was the girl. And then we grew up and we had kids and I had all these boys and I turned into a gangster.
Well, I am Nia. I mean, it's not no rush.
A little gangster,
But I told you I want a 55, 60 inch.
My mama used to have to beat you
in the bedroom.
To put on a dress to go to church. You didn't even want to go to Sunday school, girl. You ain't even want to go to Sunday school in a dress. You wanted to wear Jordans and booty shorts. I remember. That's just that on that. So I gave you guys a tour of what it looks like in our public housing. Some people may say it's the projects and the projects. But like I said, it ain't where you live, it's how you live. And, we living good over here until life elevates us to the next level of home ownership. Become a homeowner and a business owner and all that good stuff. This is what it is. And it ain't where you live, it's how you live. Live good, choose to live good, have positive energy. Don't become a victim of your surroundings or your circumstance. Don't let nobody shame you into thinking that you need to be ashamed of your current circumstance because you can elevate at any moment. It's all mental. Choose to be happy. I know for me, I used to be super depressed. Like when I lost all my money and, lost my house and everything like that, I used to be depressed and ashamed. I didn't want nobody to know that I couldn't really afford to keep a roof over my head anymore. And I couldn't get in public housing because it was so full and I couldn't even get on the wait list.
Because I don't have company.
Applications. That's how high the need was. And I used to be ashamed.
So why I need a TV out here?
And just sad and depressed.
In the living room.
And I had to come to the realization that I control my own happiness. Nobody on the internet control my happiness. My mama don't control my happiness. My kids don't control my happiness. I control my own happiness. Once I realized that and I made the conscious decision to be happy, I was happy and things started to look up for me. I'm still not where I want to be at in life. I'm going to get there.
Now, what I'm hoping This is what I'm hoping happens to the building. This is what I hope happens to the building in the next few years. I'm hoping this what happens. All the people that were living in those high rises have been displaced someplace else. So hopefully they'll do that to the building. And then that's how you get Section 8. Hopefully they'll do
a piece of our history.
what they're doing
Crashing down today in southeast Baltimore.
to
And there
Perkins
will be
Hills.
more to follow.
WMER2 News' Jeff Hager has more on the demolition of the Perkins Home public housing complex.
Hopefully,
home to as many as 1,000
they'll do
families.
this.
Historic Perkins Homes is coming down, making way for a new redevelopment project to change the face of southeast Baltimore. With each swipe of the backhoe, a piece of history disappears here at Perkins Home.
Nothing but memories. Good memories, sad memories, happy memories. It's some memories here.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all something.
Of tenants like
some of y'all are wondering, why are they 3 stories? Well, because they have stairs. And they have hardwood stairs. And I remember when I went, I had met this woman and she took me to her house. I had never been in the projects before. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was looking over my shoulder. And we had to go up 3 flights of stairs. They are steep. And, you know, the first floor, you know, had the living room, you know, the diner. It had the living room, dining room combination. They had a kitchen. And then you went up to the next floor and it had a bathroom and a bedroom. And then you went up again and it had 2 bedrooms up there. And so that would be a 3-bedroom, you know, for a woman and her kids. And God darn, I don't know how these kids don't break their neck. Because if you fall down them stairs, you hurt. I mean, you hurt. They are solid wood. And the first thing I thought when I walked in there was, I noticed the stairs. I noticed the hardwood floors. And I noticed how white the walls were. They were painted that, you know, that off-white. And I said, this is the projects? This ain't bad. And we were down here in Perkins. So that's why I said, don't let the outside fool you. Don't let the outside fool you. A lot of people they think, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, it is some people that live there that's totally messed up. But the majority of the people, they have to wait years to get on that list. Unless you been abused and battered, or you got a bunch of kids and ain't got nowhere to go. A lot of people have waited, sometimes as long as 10 years, to get on that list. So when you hear somebody say, well, you know, we're not going to be here long, you waited between 5 to 10 years to get in there. Why would you wait that long just to leave in 2? That doesn't make any sense. Because in that 5 years, you could have done something to get a better place. But you wait 5 to 10 years to get in someplace, and then you get there, you know, I'm here, but, you know, I ain't going to be here long, you know. But what the heck did you wait 10 years to get in there for? What did you wait all that time to get in there for? I got lucky. I don't know if it's because of the COVID, but when I first signed up back in February 1st of 2019, when I put my name on the list, because that December it closed. They stopped accepting any applications. Only emergency, like women that's at the House of Ruth, you know, the battered shelter. Those are the only ones they taking names for. They closed it in December of 2019. So if I had to BS around and waited to December, I wouldn't have been able to get on the list. But I entered it. And the woman told me it would take 2 years. And y'all kept asking me, y'all in the chat kept saying, hey, what's going on with the housing? And I called the number back, and the number was somebody else. Some woman answered and said, this ain't no housing. Who you want to talk to? I was like, what? They didn't change the number. They lost the number. And then we got the letter talking about they were taking me off. And then all that got, y'all remember how many times we sent them free packets? I ain't been down there 2 or 3 times. When we ain't been to the library 3 times to get the photo of my ID. Y'all was here for that. But so 19, 20, 21, 22. So less than 4 years. That's pretty good. Some people have to wait 7 to 10 years to get on, to even come up. And I came up on 3 different lists. I came up on mixed population, which is the high rise. That means it's a mix of everybody: elderly, men, women, children. Then there's, and they also might have efficiencies in there. Then there's the low rise. If you handicap, you only need 1 floor. So somebody will be downstairs that's handicapped. Remember the guy said that apartment was for handicapped people and they had, different handles in there and stuff like that. So that will be a 1 floor efficiency. And then somebody will be on the 2nd floor. Or like I told you before, some of them have apartments that you come from the other side, or it will be another door next to it that lead to stairs. You go up that flight of stairs and you on the 1st floor of your apartment, and then you go up another flight of stairs, and then you on the 2nd floor of your apartment. And if you are a woman with a bunch of kids, they give you a 3-bedroom, then you would have that same setup, except that there wouldn't be an efficiency on the 1st floor. That would be your living room, dining room, kitchen will be on that 1st floor. And then you will go up the steps, and then it will be the bathroom and the bedroom. And you will go up another set of steps, and then it will be 2 bedrooms. And then there's the elderly. And the elderly is assisted living. And those don't have no young people in them, unless they disabled. And I fit on that list too. I wrote it down. I said, look, I'm only 52, but I would appreciate it. So y'all are saying living with the old biddies, being in mixed population, it's going to be a mix of ages. Mix mean everybody. So everybody lives in that building. You might have some women with kids in there. You might have some married couples in there. You might have some elderly in there. It's a mix. So they put me in mixed population. And I don't mind that, because I keep to myself. Just like Liz said, why don't you put the big TV in the living room? I don't want nobody up in my house. Somebody come up in your house and see you got something, they want to come take it. So why would you want to have somebody up in your house? My living room is always going to be my YouTube studio. It's going to be my studio. If you have, when you see me go outside, you don't hear me talking about nothing that I have. Do you? You don't hear me talking about nothing that I have. You don't see me bragging about nothing. Because I don't want nobody up in here. But if you start showing them what you got, what's going to happen? They're going to come up in here. Let everybody think I'm broke. That's why I was saying I don't understand why the people was on YouTube bragging about, that they got that hustle going on. Somebody said I'm doing the same thing. They're on YouTube doing the same thing. If they get donations from people, but then they out there got a little side business. I guarantee you they not paying taxes on that side business. I guarantee you they're not reporting it. So why are you showing it to the world? For somebody to get mad at you and go report you. Isn't that right? Isn't that what'll happen? They'll take somebody off. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna call in on you. Yeah, you out there selling. You out there selling in front of the building. You selling at the flea market. You out there making all that side money. The money you should be paying on a rent at a regular house, you're taking that money and you go into the clearance sections of Walgreens and CVS and Walmart and all this, and you buying all that clearance 85% off, and then you selling it for 50% off. And you're making money and you're not reporting it. That's why I said I don't understand why they advertise it. And that's why we don't see videos like that, because most people don't want you to see what's inside there. Because people will get mad. What? Some of them only paying $50 of rent, month rent, and they live like that. Oh no, we gotta stop this. No, we gotta tell. No. Mom, my tax dollars ain't paying for this. So that's why people don't make videos about it. The man says so himself. Most people tell you, yeah, they'll tell you that they've been on it, but they won't show you. Yeah, because people get mad. The same way I could see somebody that work hard every day, that work 50 hours a week, and they standing in line in the grocery store, and they sitting there with some cheap chicken or something, and then they see some ghetto woman and some kids come up there with a full basket overflowing. They got lobster in there and ribs in there and all kinds of stuff. And they like, damn, man, I'm working and this is all I can get. What the hell? I can understand them being mad. I'm going to call my congressman. Why are they able to come here and buy all that food and I'm working hard and can't do it? Why would you want to throw it in people's faces? That's what I'm saying. Keep it on the down low. Do you? Everybody ain't got to know. Everybody don't need to know everything. Somebody asked me, why didn't I mention the shoes today? You'll see them when I'm wearing them. Somebody that go, yeah, well, he always talk about he ain't got no money, but I see he got some new shoes. Ain't they Fila? Ain't they name brand? I thought he was so broke. That's why you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Some stuff you just keep to yourself. Why do we have the urge? Why do we have the urge to throw stuff in people's faces? Like I said, I used to earn overtime working for the people that got their checks. They got their tax checks and they wanted to go on vacation and spend it. Yeah, Derek, you want to work for me? I know you need the money. I know you ain't getting no tax return. And they got to throw it in your face. And I just looked at him. I said, okay, I'll get my money back in the end. Because while you barely paying any taxes, I'm getting killed in it. And I know sooner or later it's going to benefit me. I didn't get mad. I took the overtime. I didn't get mad. I don't throw it. The woman who I was talking to today, she had asked me the other day, I think we live. I'm not sure if we live or not, because I might just been checking the mail. But she asked me the other day, she said, she best friends with the lady under me. I said, oh, because I haven't heard any complaints. Ever since we got the sound system, nobody's mentioned it at all. Nobody. And so I saw her come out the apartment and I said, because it was playing at the moment. I said, is the woman still there? She said, yeah. I said, well, I ain't seen her in a month. She said, yeah, that's my best friend. She's still there. I said, wow. I said, have y'all noticed anything, sound wise or anything? Oh yeah, she said, yes, somebody in the building got a new system, or it's that guy in the garage or something, but it's all right. I said, damn, I should have kept my mouth shut. Cause they didn't even know it was me. They thought it was him. See, when you open your mouth up, when you let your business out, just keep it to yourself. Everybody ain't got to know what you got. Everybody ain't got to know what you're doing. They would have never known it was coming from my apartment. Because the new people with the Doug that moved in, they play music. Y'all know that the mechanic played music down in the garage. They had no idea it was me until I opened my fat mouth up. So you don't have to let everybody know what you're doing. You ain't got to be a show off. You can enjoy your stuff and enjoy it. Why you gotta throw it in everybody else's face? Why everybody got to know? That's all I'm saying. I haven't talked to the people. We go Tuesday. When I go Tuesday, I'll know what's going on. I don't know what's going on when I go Tuesday. Right now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm being put in, and is it going to be a one bedroom? Is it going to be an efficiency? I don't know what I'm being put in. I have to wait and see. I'll know on Tuesday. I don't know where they're going to place me. I don't know when I'm supposed to move. I don't know what I'm supposed to pay. I don't know. But I do know it's 30% of your income. I'm hoping it's lower. I'm hoping it's in change. But I know 30% of my income is 300. So I might have to pay 300. It'd be nice to pay 50, but it ain't gonna happen. It'd be nice to pay 100. It'd be nice to pay 200. We'll have to see what my income is. Where they put me at. It'd be nice to pay less than 200. I'd be happy, but I'd be satisfied to pay 3. That'll still put 4 back in my pocket. Now I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose my food stipend. Well, it'll be severely cut. But I'll have cash in my hand. That's why y'all getting all excited. I ain't getting too excited yet because now I'm going to lose some stuff. See, you win and you lose because if they severely cut the food stipend, then I might only be saving 200 or 150 a month. That's still better than where I am now. But then that also might cut into the health care benefits. We don't know. We'll see. That's why that's why you can't. That's why I don't get excited and I ain't up dancing around. I won't know until I go Tuesday. When I go Tuesday, that's when I'll know. And I sit down with the people and talk to them. That's when I know what's going on. That's why I'm staying calm, cool, and collected. I got everything to gain. I ain't got nothing to lose. And see, I'm not going to be worried about what somebody else is up in there paying. I'm not going to be worried about what somebody else got in their house. I'm worried about my place. Do they got a place for me? When will it be available? How much do I have to pay? And then I ask, what are the rules? Because I know for a fact that some people that I used to, some women that I used to date lived in those high rises, and I've been in her apartment, and it was okay. It was just a little smaller than what I have right now, but it was nice. And she used to leave her keys with the security downstairs, which I don't like that. But she said that she kept losing her keys, and so she leave them with security. So when she come in, she gets it from security and goes upstairs. Now, what happened if you come home and you got to go to the bathroom or something, and security is not there? Then what do you do? That's what I always wanted. Suppose you only need to get upstairs quick and wasn't nobody there. They were doing something else. They was in the back or something. I always thought about that, but that worked for her. She would get the key from security and she would go upstairs. And like I said, we took the elevator up, and you know she had a power chair, and she took the ramp up. And like I said, hey, I'm gonna make it do what it do. I just need to get in there. Once I'm in there, I'm gonna make it do what it do. Now, as far as the living room go, I don't want, I don't ever want a fancy living room. That's the first thing somebody see when they open the door. I want them to come in and see bare walls. Be honest with you. I don't want them to look through the door and see something fancy, because they'll go tell somebody and they'll tell somebody and somebody will go, well, maybe we need to go make a visit. So that's why I don't ever want the front. I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm worried about Jesus and God. I ain't worried about nobody on this planet. You can't help me get off of it. Why am I trying to impress you? And that's why I said I don't know why people trying to impress somebody. The man spent all that time telling you why those crates was in the hallway, because he was embarrassed. They were in. Why were you embarrassed? You making money off them crates? Why the heck you embarrassed? But we won't have nobody come here anyway because nobody could walk by. What the hell you worried about it for? You worried about what other people think. Why? Why worry about what somebody else think? Yeah, we going in the boys' room. I know it's gonna be dirty in there, So, well, then don't take us. If you so worried about it being dirty, and then you sit there and say, yeah, there's more stuff over there. Her mother be couponing and selling stuff too, and she never came back and got this, and we got a whole shed at her mom's house full of stuff that we sell. And why are you telling your business? Why are you telling the government that you don't need to live there? Because you got a side business. You can do better than what you're doing. You're doing better than what you're doing, and you're telling everybody that you're doing better than. I don't understand that. That's what I was saying. Some things you just need to be on the down low. Everybody ain't got to know your business. Everybody don't have to know your business. But I wonder, in every building, there's always the 2% of people that ain't no good. And then that woman was showing off her family member's apartment. I wonder how many half-deads in that building is keeping an eye on that apartment now. That's why you don't. I always say be truthful and true. But that don't mean you got to put it in everybody's face. When you're doing well, people will notice by your behavior and by your demeanor if you're doing well. You ain't got to put it in their face. Sometimes it's better for somebody to wonder what you're doing than to actually know. Because if most people knew how fancy, how nice it is for those people, because if most people don't think of the projects, they think of piss smelling hallways and elevators. They think of rats and roaches. They think of holes in the walls. That's what most people think of when they think of public housing. You start telling people that they living better than you, oh, stuff gonna hit the fan, and you know it. Stuff will hit the fan. We paying for them to live in there, and they living better than us. Oh hell no, we work every day. I'm struggling to put food on the table, and they got all that food in the cabinets. They got 20 boxes of cereal laying around, and we got a half a box up there. Oh heck no! See, that's why I say you don't do that. You asking for trouble. Liz says I'm so negative, but I'm telling the truth. You know how people is. You know how people is. Some people are going to do well no matter where they are, and some people are going to do poor no matter where they are. But the people that's doing well, you don't see them in the news because it's not news. But the people that's doing bad, those are the ones you see in the news. Those are the ones that get the attention. That's why I say it's better to be stable than it is to be up or down, because they pay attention to the people that's up and flashy and showing everything and bragging, and the people that's at the bottom struggling. Those are the ones that get the attention. The people in the middle, you kind of forgotten about, and sometimes that's a good thing, because people don't pay you no mind. They go right by you. And they don't think you're doing anything. Hey, boring. I ain't paying no mind. Yeah. And sometimes that's a good thing. That's why I like to be stable. And when you want to go show off, you go to somebody else's neighborhood and do that. So that when you come home to peace and quiet. Nobody paying you no mind. I know I can be in any one of those situations that we looked at yesterday, and the people will see me come in with the bike and see me leave with the bike. They will see me come in with the bike. They will see me leave with the bike. They'll be like, oh, they got that guy again. Yep, he's going in. Yep, yep. They ain't gonna see him no more till tomorrow. And they're gonna go back to doing what they're doing and not pay me a bit of mind. And that's what you want. They ain't paying me no mind. That means I'm doing well. They not worried about me. That's a good thing. You know? Oh, yeah, I think I just answered that question. You say, what will they say when you bring all your bikes in? Yeah, but they're only gonna see me bring one out. And if somebody asks, hey, I saw you move 2 bikes in. How come you only ride one? Only one on work. There you go. Now I'm gonna have a couple extra funds, and I might be able to, you know, get the other ones up and running. But they ain't got to know that. They don't have to know that. That's why I say you ain't got to tell all your business. Let people wonder. They wonder when they're not acting. But when they know, that's when they can act on it. When they wondering, you just wonder, That guy come here every day, keep to himself, and don't bother nobody, man. So why you worried about him? Yeah, you right. You right. You right. Keep it on it down low. You ain't got to be out there all flashy. You said they're not gonna believe that if they don't never see me use it. Why wouldn't they? Behavior over what the mouth say. Behavior. Ava J says I'm delusional. You see these guys, Charlie, Bobo, and whoever else, go through these neighborhoods, and they sitting in a car or truck. You see me ride through these neighborhoods on a bike. Y'all see anybody bother me? You say I'm not sticking to one bike. How many times have we rode Marsha? And see, you ain't been here. The brakes. We had to bring Marsha back in the house the other night because the brakes went up. So can't ride Marsha. So what other bike we gonna ride? The bike in the closet, the tires are flat. So what other bike? They ain't fancy these shoes. They Felines. Felines was name brand back in the 80s. I'm 52 years old. It was Nike, Adidas, Fila, and Converse back in the 80s. Feline kind of fell off. Fila is a little above Fubu. Would I wear some Fubu sneakers? Yes, I would. Because in my time, it was good. Now, people make fun of them. Oh, that's flea market stuff. But I wear Fubu because when I was coming up, that's what people wore. It was in. Might not be in now. You know. And see, that's the problem. You always talk about what somebody else is doing. I bring up behavior that I see and I point it out, but you won't speak on the behavior. But you have to go somewhere else. Well, they're more successful than you. Successful in what way? I started YouTube so I had something to do. So I wouldn't be sitting outside a bunch of around half dead people, hoping that a bullet aimed for them don't hit me. It gave me something to do. If y'all donate, it makes my life easier. If you don't donate, then don't donate. Whatever. But I'm not on here to make a living. If I came on here to make a living, I'd be homeless. So you trying to compare me to somebody who's actually, because they can't work, because they would get put out of the house. So that person can't work. But I'm doing it because I want to do it. But you're trying to put us in the same category to make your point. Nah, it don't work, honey. I can get a megaphone and go out there on the corner. I can sit in the subway station and the trainway station and deliver the same message. Can I? I can go up to the stand in front of the market and deliver the same message. Can I? I reach more people doing it on YouTube. But whether it be 30 people standing on the corner in front of me or whether it be 30 people on YouTube watching the show, what's the difference? I'll reach more of a variety of people on YouTube because YouTube is worldwide. So what was your point? See, you keep trying to attack me, but you don't have nothing to attack with because you're trying to use your feelings. Attack me with something sensible, not with what you think or feel, but tell me something you know. Attack me with that. You don't do that. You keep trying to come with your feelings, and you know it don't work against me, and yet you still keep trying to do it. If that's not retardism, I don't know what is. You keep coming at me with the same stuff. I give you direct, clear answers. You got to dance around. Well, you know, that guy's channel is more successful than yours. So basically, you're saying the guy cheating better than me. That's what you're saying. He's cheating better than you. Because not only does he have more viewers, not only does he have more donations, but they got that side business too. So they're cheating better than you, sir. They are cheating the system better than you. That's what you're saying. And you think you sound intelligent when you say that. How you make that sound intelligent? When you tell somebody they're cheating better than you. They're breaking the law better than you. They've been in the system better than you. They getting over on everybody better than you. That's what you said. But you said it in a roundabout way. I'm just saying it directly. You're trying to compare apples to oranges to make your point. So that what you say makes sense. You're comparing me to somebody who's a crook. I'm standing here telling what I do honestly and saying do something about it. They telling you and hoping nobody don't do nothing about it. That's the difference. The same way you heard me say several times a day, I hear these guys riding around on these illegal dirt bikes. I'm going to go out here and ride legally. Well, some people are going to say the dirt bikes are cooler. They go faster. They have more fun. But you can't take a dirt bike or a dune buggy or wherever they're riding. You can't take that to the gas station and put gas in it. You got to take a gas can. You got to put the gas can, leave it at the pump. You got to have somebody, wait for somebody to pull up. Then you go up. And you tell a person that's about to get gas, how much you getting? Well, I'm putting $5 in. Well, look, I'll give you 10. Here's a 20. You go up there and tell them you want $20. Pump your 10. Matter of fact, let me fill my gas can up. And then you pump the rest in your pocket. And we got to be at the far away pump so the cashier can't see it. You got to do all of that. And then you got to look over your shoulder for the police. How's that cool? But y'all say, oh, that's cool. Yeah, look at them. What's cool about it? Nothing. You're cheating. And you're going way out your way. When all you got to do is you got enough money to buy a dirt bike. Why can't you just buy a moped? Go to the MVA and get a little sticker for it and put it on there. Pay your $50 and say, there you go. No, that's too hard. But you'll do all these other things. And then you got to worry about, well, I can't leave it here because the cops take it. I can't sit still too long because the cop will roll up on me. They put pressure on the city council and told the police, don't do long dirt bike chases. Somebody might get hurt. So now the police are waiting for you to sit still so they can surround you and take the bike. Why go through all of that when you can do it the right way? But see, doing it the right way isn't exciting. Doing it the right way is boring. That's why I said I'm glad to be boring. I'm glad to be stable. Because I can go ride everywhere. And when the cops see me, how you doing? When we had to stop to fix the phone today, 2 white people came up. I talked to them. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm having a problem with my I ain't got to hide. I ain't got to lie. They looked at me funny. That all they could do was look. Because I'm doing everything right. When I'm right, you can't do nothing to nobody. Now, if I was on an illegal dirt bike, they'd be on the phone. Yeah, you know, he's sitting there riding around our neighborhood with that dirt bike. Can you come up here and get him? They couldn't touch me. When you do what you're supposed to do, you almost invincible. When you do what you're not supposed to do, you just one step from falling. But yet we give those people props. We look up to them. The people that cheat, that do the behind the scenes stuff, we give those people props. But the fact of the matter is, they can do it the right way. They don't have a desire to. They don't have the fortitude to do what you're supposed to do. They don't have the desire to do what they're supposed to do. They just want to get over. I don't respect those people. And not the people, the behavior is what I don't respect. So I stand there glistening. I can have rags on. But I'm on my bike, I can't be touched. When I got my first brand new car, I went to the Salvation Army and I found the raggediest clothes I could find with holes in them. Shoes with holes in them. I put them on. I got in that brand new car, went to the car wash, and then I stopped at every gas station I could find in the boonies. Every gas station. And I went in there and I put a quarter's worth of gas in the car. You know how many people looked at me? You know how many cops looked at me? And I looked right back at them. Like, I dare you to pull me over. I dare you. Because I knew license, registration, everything was up to date. They couldn't say nothing. That's power. When will we get power instead of cheating and worrying about will we get caught? I pulled right up to the next to the drug dealer. They got the jewelry on, the fine women in the car. I pulled up right next to him, got out of the car looking like the ragamuffin, woohoo. But you know what? Let a cop had pulled up. They couldn't say nothing to me, but I guarantee you, they'd have had him hemmed up. Now, some people say, did you take pride in that? No, I don't take pride in that. But I do take a little bit of satisfaction. That's right. A dirt bike is not a moped. So if you can afford to buy a dirt bike, why can't you buy a moped? I'd rather be legal. It'd be nice to be able to go 40 or 50 miles per hour. But I don't have the money to buy that kind of e-bike. They make them. They make scooters, the kind you stand on that go 40, 50 miles per hour. I can't afford one. I ain't worried about it. I don't want to go 40 to 50 miles per hour anyway. I'm satisfied to go 20, 25, 30. Good enough for me. I'm out there on the road, not having no problems. When you start to reach for stuff that's out of your reach, that's when you have problems. Because I know some of y'all are saying, why doesn't he get in? Why doesn't he get in AVR? Why doesn't he get a receiver? Well, you can get a Denon, you can get a Sony, you can get a Bose. You're gonna pay between $5,000 and $3,000. If I can get a little box for $30 that do the same thing that those big heavy things do, why would I do it? Who am I trying to impress? Hey, check it out. Check out my Bose system. Hey, here you go. In the nice. Yeah. I'm not expecting to have nobody over to be showing it off to you. If I can get a little box to do the same thing that big bulky thing can do, why would I want to pay all that money for that big bulky thing? Because see, what could happen is that when I get the new place, I can put a TV in the living room, but it's not going to face the door because I don't want nobody to be able to open the door and see it. But it might be an opposing wall, so you open the door, you don't see it. But I'll be able to use the one that I'm using now. I'll put that in the living room. But when I go into the bedroom and I want to go watch my TV, that's what I want to watch. All the investment's going to be in the bedroom. That's where I spend most of my time at, in the bedroom. Now, when I come out to do the show, I'm going to have the show set up to where everything is comfortable that I can do the show. Now, some people will say, well, because you're not correct, Nia, because over the years, people have said, why don't you get a dirt bike? Why don't you get a moped? Why don't you get a motorcycle? I've got several shows where people in the chat have suggested that. I don't want to have to worry about paying insurance. I don't want to have to worry about registering it. Another problem was, where would I put it? I can't carry that stuff down the steps. Now, you're saying, well, you're moving and you're going to be on the first floor, you're going to have a ramp. If I do get into the building, are they going to allow me to wheel in a moped? Are they going to let me wheel in a motorcycle? Or are they going to have me leave it outside? How long do you think a motorcycle is going to last out there in the project sitting outside without being stripped? I'm just asking the question. Now, maybe if I had pulled in the neighborhood and I was related to some bigwigs, that was heavy, maybe the people will be too afraid to mess with it. But I don't have that. So to keep it safe, I would have to bring it inside. You saw bikes in every video that we shown in those apartments. So they can't stop me from bringing a bike in there. See how I answer every question logically, consistently, calmly. While people just throw stuff out, just throw it out there to throw it out there. They can't stop me from bringing the bike into the place, no matter where they put me. But they might make me leave a moped, a motorcycle outside. What did that have to do with the price of tea in China, Mud Duck? Then I would have to move someplace where there was a market. That's why I say you say stuff, but what are you saying? Okay, so is the action that's there? No, that's on video, so you can close that. All right, give me this, and let's go to desktop, and let's go to action cam, and hopefully these video files are on here good. And let's open them and see what happens.
Just enjoying the weather, huh?
No particular destination.
I hear that.
We just gonna ride.
Ready to pair.
No, we don't want that. Cars.
Made. I was gonna say, what is that?
Nope, I ain't worried about it. I got a proof for housing. I'll go down there on Tuesday. I'm going to public housing. They can't charge you no more than 30% of your income.
Right. I'm getting ready to move in mine tomorrow. I just got back out of the hospital. Remember how big my legs was?
I'll say $400. $400. I'll probably go. And I ain't got to worry about no stairs, elevator, right? Everything you need. Drew Hill. Drew Hill, Market today. I'm going to be down there. It's not as bad as Rosemont, and it's not as bad as Cherry Hill or Westport. Got done. Yeah, I can make it there. But what you want? I said I can make it in them places. But what you want? That's good. I'll take Drew Hill. All right. I'll see you later. Let me hit the road. Trying to get a little bit of daylight. Y'all know what we need to do. Y'all know what we need to do for real. We need to do a speed test. We need to do a speed test, y'all. We haven't done one. We haven't done a speed test. I lost all this weight. Let's do a speed test. Oh, we got that? There's a guy right there. Illegal. He's cheating. Can I move down? Okay. Speed on at the same time. Come on, let's get moving. You losing your daylight. We still sitting there. All right, let's go. Oh, snap. Here come the cars. And they should be coming. do a speed test. I ain't turning back lights on. Duck on it. I'm messing up. All right, so let's get ready. We're gonna do speed test. Let's get ourselves ready. Lights red right now. Oh, why we got a minute? All right. Got our lights on. So we just waiting. All right. All right, speed test. Let's get it. Speed test. Let's get it. We're doing 24, 25, 26. We're doing 31. Doggone it. It's going the wrong way. I can't say it. I'll go back and show it again. Let's get ourselves ready. All right. Got our lights on. All right. Speed check. Let's get it. We're doing 24, 25, 26. We're doing 31. Ouch. Into the red light, you do that. Thank you. Are you serious? How you doing? We in the hood, girl. Look at that crater. God damn. See, we going uphill, all right? All right, y'all. These are low-rise projectables y'all looking at. They low-rise joints. And here goes some more. Here goes some more. I believe they call Eastview. I knew it was about to break. Check them out, y'all. Be in the low rise. In the prizes. See what I mean when I said about the 3 stories? Some of these, the first floor is an efficiency. That means everything is on one floor for somebody handicapped. And then there'll be another door, and the people will go up a set of stairs to get here, and then they will go up another set of stairs to get to the 3rd floor. And those stairs are steep and they're all hardwood. Oh, I'm in the hole yet, sir. See, they go back. Look at all the people out. Isn't it amazing? All these people are around the jail. All right, y'all, this is jail right here. Now, right there is where the visitor is. That's the visitors. They go over there. You come here. Look at all the people out there across from the jail. This is the intake. This is where they bring you when they bring you in. You get checked out in that building. Right behind me, I swear to. And then here's one of the housing units. We down here at the jail. That's old Brian house. Y'all see the tall pistols? Y'all see barbed wire. We down here at the jail. This is Maryland Penitentiary House that I'm showing y'all right now. When you do something wrong down here, this way you go. Go down here to the jail. I had to go in this gate one time to drop somebody off, drop off a correctional officer. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was nervous. I don't know why. I was like, suppose they forget to let me out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was nervous that day. Yeah. This is where they house them at right here. Yep. You imagine you can't see out the windows, but if you could, that's all you got to look at. You got to look at that. That's your view. But you can't look out the windows because they got them set up that way. And they can't see out the windows. But that's what you see. You get a 20-year sentence. That's what you see. Yeah, when you don't do what you're supposed to do, that's where they sing it. You misbehave. That's where they sing it. They send you down here to the jail without the bell. Hey! We're going over 83 right now. Route 83, go to York, Pennsylvania. They got no glass down here. God damn. Well, they got a bike lane. Some of these places don't have a bike lane, but they do. We're going over 83 again. Also, that's a train station over there. Little taxi bridge. No one of them little taxi bridges. Ouch. Y'all can see down there, see the trains? Light rail down there too. Sure.
Just enjoying the weather.
Killing it. Shots. Then we like to come up here. Man, how you change the side? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to set this up so we can see the shack and the speed going at the same time. But it's too big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in here. See if I can change the size. Man, how you change the size? It's getting dark. Did dude pass me twice? Okay. Yeah, you been there a while, Doc. All right, y'all, hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. We need to do a speed test, y'all. Okay. We haven't done one. We haven't done a speed test. I lost all this weight. Let's do a speed test. I can't see the shack. I hit. Oh, we got that? Ah, yes, bam! He went around that car. Look at him. Then he stopped. Look at him, gone. Anything could have been coming. He's gone. Look at him. Look at him. Gone. Didn't even stop. Gone. You want to see it again? Look at him. He ain't even look that way. Anything could have came up and knocked the hell out of him. But he came back. Wait a minute, because he came back. Hold on. See the shack and the speed gone at the same time. But it's too big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in here. Now he got his right turn signal on. He went right and then it didn't go right. How you change the side? So what I'm gonna do, he got his right turn signal on. And he started to go right and then he came left. How you change the side? But y'all didn't notice that. I find that amazing. Yeah, y'all didn't notice that. I could have made that. That's my fault. I could have made that. Yeah, that's a jail. All right. Yeah. Route 83, go to York, Pennsylvania. They got no glass down here. God darn. Glad they got a bike lane. Some of these places don't have a bike lane, but they do. We're going over 83 again. Also, that's a train station over there. That one of them little taxi bridges. Ouch. Y'all can see down there, see the trains? Light rail down there too. All right, and I ain't the only bike rider down here. Smell like weed down here. How you doing? How y'all solo bikies doing? Pretty good. See, the cars done left us in the dust. How you doing, sir? You can see he got a little motor back there. He got a little 250 watt motor back there. But they all in better shape than me. They real bike riders. His is electric. That's the motor. Yes, 500 watts. It's the same thing I want to do, right? Yeah. Of course, I'm not going to be able to go, of course, right? Nope. Uh-oh. Did the computer freeze? Uh-oh, the computer froze. What if I unplug the camera? Did that help any? Nope. All right, whatever I just did something. All right. Whatever I did just did something. All right, now we can see. So where were we in the video? Well, let's look at the news or something then.
Baltimore is a city of great contrasts. Ranked as one of the best cities to live in thanks to its thriving economy, vibrant nightlife, and plethora of sporting venues. This seaport city has its fair share of social and economic problems. In addition, the city's neighborhoods have been the subject of countless stereotypes. In essence, Baltimore is a place of diverse peoples and cultures. And as such, there are bound to be some neighborhoods that are better to live in than others. That being said, certain neighborhoods are more prone to violence than others. And given the high poverty levels, street gangs and high crime levels go hand in hand. Some of these violence-prone neighborhoods are also some of the poorest. Made up of 54 neighborhoods, Baltimore is thus not only one of the best places to live in, but also one of the most dangerous. According to statistics, a third of all gunshot victims in the city die. From these statistics, it is clear that Baltimore has a lot to deal with, especially in regards to street gangs and mass shootings. Based on scientific data and data from law enforcement agents, here are the 10 most dangerous housing projects in Baltimore. Number 10. Lafayette Courts. This public housing project opened in 1956. It consisted of 17 low-rises and 6 high-rise buildings. It was occupied by over 500 families. This community became one of the largest complexes in the nation and the first high-rise project in the city. However, as the 80s drug menace continued, the community became a battleground for rival drug dealers. With police being overwhelmed by the situation, the Nation of Islam was brought on board to provide security to the development. Years of drug dealing, poverty, and poor maintenance took a toll on Lafayette Courts. The residents and city officials seemed to all agree that the community was a lost cause and could not be fixed. According to the Baltimore Sun, this was just another failure by the government in their attempt to confine the impoverished. Demolition started in 1995, where many celebrated amid live television feeds. The community was imploded, paving the way for the creation of mixed-income homes through a program called Hope 6. Number 9. Latrobe Homes. This community was specially built for white people, and it was completed in 1942. Located in East Baltimore, this public housing project was built on 23 acres of land. This development was not spared the ill public housing project's reputation of drugs and violence. Over 60 people were arrested and charged with planning to sell and distribute drugs in the community. A youth working for a street safety and violence prevention program was accused of selling drugs at the homes. This was in 2017. In 2016, a shooter in the area wounded 2 children and an elderly woman in a wheelchair. The police stated that the shooter was playing dice where he left and came back wielding a gun to the crowds. Indeed, security has been a great problem at Latrobe Homes, further denting the reputation of the community. Number 8. Perkins Homes. Perkins Homes is one of the oldest public housing projects located in the southeast area of Baltimore. The neighborhood is composed of neat row houses such as Little Italy, Upper Fells Point, and Fells Point. This development came before the notable high-rise era. The crime rate here has been above average in terms of national rates. However, the abundance of mice and rats was unsettling, with one senior lady saying that pests freely roam the building, entering the houses through windows. Plans are underway to upgrade and redevelop this community. This is according to the Housing Authority of Baltimore. The idea is
they're knocking it down.
Mixed income homes that serve the needs of residents in a responsive manner. Also, this will go a long way in reducing crime and mitigating poverty. Shocking stories of crime from Perkins Homes have also been quite a number.
See the 3 stories? See the 2 doors?
Left many horrified. Victoria Glover was loading her son in her car when she was shot to death right outside her home. The person who killed her was her estranged husband,
Hey, Ice-T!
Bowman. Bowman later committed suicide in one of the apartments in Perkins Homes. Number 7. Gilmore Homes. Located in West Baltimore, the Gilmore Homes was a public housing project erected in the Winchester area. This development was also bedeviled by a host of challenges that came with public housing projects.
Lots of it.
These homes also tell a story of criminal activity coupled with poverty and desperation. In fact, this community ranked number 3 in the list of the most notorious projects in the city. This complex is comprised of 600 units, and the community has continually hit headlines with horrifying stories. A case in point is when in 2015, the whole nation witnessed the arrest of Freddie Gray. You will remember that Gray was pursued and arrested by police officers and suffered a fatal injury while under the care of officers. Still in Gilmore, women sued the maintenance workers for soliciting sexual favors in order to repair the gas leaks and exterminate pests. This suit was settled for $8 million. Owing to the crime rate, the city decided to start relocating some families in a bid to demolish some buildings. About 120 families were due to be moved to other areas. The mayor stated that this move would also play a vital role in reducing crime. Number 6. Cherry Hills Homes. This public housing complex was one of the largest in southern Baltimore. Primarily, it was constructed to house black families at a time when segregation was commonplace. Just like many other public housing developments, Cherry Hill Homes became fertile ground for crime, with drug-related violence being the most common problem. In light of this complex became highly dangerous as gangs thrived in the area freely.
What makes this area so dangerous is, one, it's like a maze. When you go in there, and the streets are named similarly, the buildings look the same, and you can get lost in there quickly, even with the map. That's the first problem you have with this area. The second problem was it's set on a swamp, which leads to, the waterfront property I've been showing y'all. That property, that water comes around, and then it comes here, and it's a swamp. You could throw bodies in that swamp, and nobody would find them for years. I do mean years. It's probably 50 bodies in that swamp if somebody were to go look. So I know it's a problem for police that don't work this area to come answer a call, because they would get confused on the streets. And then two, like I said, you got a swamp behind it. You got railroad tracks and a swamp. And the swamp leads out to the bay, which leads out to the ocean. So somebody's body could wash up in another state. And they be looking for it in that state, and it is from here. So this was I was hoping not to come down here. I would have dealt with it, but I was hoping not to come down here, and I'm glad I don't have to. But I'd have made it. But this place is like a maze.
However, in 2013, the local police went on a major crackdown in a bid to dismantle notorious drug cartels. The results have been a reduction in crime rates. Today, there are still elements with criminal intent, but not compared to the 80s and 90s. The community is composed of townhouses with units occupied by both owners and tenants. Number 5. Macola Homes. This public housing project was put up exclusively for African Americans in the 1940s. One of the main reasons why this project was built was to prevent black people from settling in the white neighborhood of Bolton Hill. These projects became known as the Pit because they served as dens and hideouts for drug dealers and gangs. The reality was accurately portrayed in the HBO TV series The Wire. One shocking crime story was that a young boy who came home from school to find his mother tied and handcuffed in their home. Because the suspect was still in the house, the boy was also tied down using belts on his feet and hands. The area has since been redeveloped, putting up modern housing to suit mixed-income families.
Yeah, I'm going to be in one of them 2 buildings, y'all.
Number 4. Flag House Projects. This project consisted of both low-rise units and 3 12-story buildings. Originally put up in 1955, this public housing complex had a myriad of amenities, including a swimming pool, a basketball court, and a dancing area, among others. The development, however, saw the elevators fail on many occasions, trapping people inside. With dirty grounds and buildings, the residents were always oozing a sense of despair. The crime and drug violence didn't help either. In addition to living in a bad state, over 2,000 tenants had to grapple with high insecurity. In 1992, for example, a police officer was pursuing drug traders when he was ambushed and shot dead inside the Flag House projects. In the homicide case, a teenager and 2 men were charged. In 2001, these projects were imploded. Today, the community has been urbanized and renamed Albemarle Square. It is an innovative development that caters to mixed-income families. The newly revitalized community opened in 2006 with both homeowners and tenants. Number 3, O'Donnell Heights. This public housing project was initially meant to be a temporary shelter for industrial workers during World War II. After the war ended, such projects were rebuilt and upgraded or totally demolished. However, nothing changed at O'Donnell Heights. At first, this was a white community, but after 1967, integration started and black families also settled here. In a way, a lot of crime related to drugs and gang violence was brought here by gangs who came from projects that had been closed. These drug rings had been displaced, and this became the right breeding ground for their activity. To this end, the housing project suffered from all manner of criminal activity, and many residents opted to relocate. The Nickel Boys emerged as one of the most notorious drug gangs in the East Baltimore area. From cutting phone lines to shooting lights, the gang had managed to terrorize the neighborhood. Demolition of old buildings started in 2007 in this area. Redevelopment is underway to create a more conducive mixed-income community. Number 2, Lexington Terrace. These projects were best known for their crime rate, and they consisted of 22 low-rise buildings with 5 high-rises. Located in West Baltimore, the housing projects birthed notable hardcore drug dealers, including Nathan Barksdale.
See, this is where I thought The Wire was shot from.
Bentley, whose street name was Black. These 2 criminal heads
Because of
ruled
Barksdale.
over the projects for the better part of the 80s. The 90s saw the formation of a notorious drug ring called the Jamaican Black Mafia. This armed group had the terrace and its stairwells as their dwelling place. This group was, however, not alone. A well-established youthful drug ring also terrorized the area in the 80s. The group was called the Lexington Terrace Boys, and their violent impact was felt even at the neighboring Poe homes.
Wait a minute.
This group killed 2 victims at a row house basement and later shot
March 29th,
while he was
2018,
walking down the
Liz.
street. This gory past has since been replaced by neat row houses furnished with white porches.
March
The
29th,
community is now
2018.
referred to as terraces. Number 1, Murphy Homes. Residents nicknamed these projects the murder homes to showcase the security level, which was on its knees. The drug cartels here operated day and night, leading police into chase battles that had clearly become overwhelming for the security officers. The complex featured 4 14-story high-rises and low-rise townhouses on 15 acres. These homes were riddled with poverty, violence, and drugs. It got so bad that police officers had to walk with guns cocked on the streets just to bring some order to the defiant crowds. In fact, the situation was comparable to Soweto, Bosnia, and Belfast, where the civil unrest gave birth to more violence. It is this gloomy scenario that made Murphy Homes infamous, ranking as one of the most dangerous housing projects in Baltimore. Chilling stories have emerged from these projects, one of these tales being from Victoria Bozier, a single mother of 3 who was 23 years old. One morning, Bozier was walking her daughter to school when they had to walk past a horrific blood-stained body in the stairwell. It was obvious that the person had died from multiple gunshot wounds that were quite visible. In 1991, the body of a young man was discovered at the stairwell, bearing a bullet to the head, according to the Baltimore Sun. This crime-laced history has been seemingly erased by the redevelopment of the community. Today, modern townhouses provide a suburban appeal in a community that has since been renamed Heritage Crossing. These were the 10 all-time most dangerous housing projects in Baltimore. Have you ever had the chance to walk through some of these locations? Have you ever heard stories and testimonies about the life in such complexes? Like always, let us know in the comments.
Damn. Hey, there we are. Just out of curiosity, what's this?
Yeah, I'm just tired of this shit. Like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah, so you never told me where you work.
I'm not telling you where I work. That's dead. Like, why would I?
What you mean you're not going to tell me?
Cause it's fucking embarrassing. It's already embarrassing enough that I'm fucking outside early as shit.
It's not that embarrassing. It can't be. Well, don't you have a job? You know I don't even care about all of that.
Anyway, where are you at?
Yeah, I'm downtown ready to go to class right now. Yeah, my class started at 8 o'clock.
All right, cool. Well, I work downtown too, so yeah, this job is downtown, so we like still like we're near each other. I'm not telling you. I'm embarrassed of this shit. I'm not really. I know you don't care about that, but still, I don't know. How about we link up later after I get off and you get out of school? We can just link up. All right. Well, you have a good day. All right. Oh, man. You're fucking crazy. About to doing this shit, man. Fucking bullshit. Two fucking cars. You don't know me, but you never seen me around, nothing like that?
Oh, yeah. I did see you.
Yeah, you feel me? So you all
She see that uniform shirt, she ain't want nothing to do with you.
You that little nigga used to be getting it upstairs.
Yeah, you feel me? You know, yeah.
Yeah, I knew you. You ain't getting it. You can't do nothing for me.
I told you.
It's a little slow grind. You know, I'm still getting money, though. Like,
Nah, you ain't getting enough.
for real?
Nah.
You like that? Sure.
See that? That's the reason why them young boys out there dealing. Because of the women. But see, he got a good woman.
How was your first day at work?
Fucking bullshit. I had to quit. They playing with me in there, yo. I can't do that shit no more.
You did not.
I have no idea.
Yo, that shit ain't right. Got me in that bitch cleaning and fucking shit all up. Couldn't do that shit no more,
It was
yo.
your first day. The first day is never going to be everything. You're not used to working. Why would you quit?
Fuck it. Look, you know what kind of nigga I am anyway. You know I was just doing that to try to make my mom happy and shit like that.
But you could have at least tried it for a week or told me like I don't like to talk about it. You really just went there and quit.
And it's not enough money for me dealing with that shit though. Like it's not even enough money for me to be fucking stressed out.
I said you didn't even try.
I tried, baby. I did.
A little bit of check. You didn't even get a check for them. Yeah, you quit your first day.
Fuck that.
But you know what? I already know you want to do whatever you want to do. So let me tell you a few things. Don't get locked up. What you trying for is not funny.
Because you so fucking cute.
And don't get in trouble because I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that call from no. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
That ain't gonna happen. But we not gonna eat we not gonna eat when me working where the fuck I work at.
What's your first fucking day? Can't do that shit. You want. I can say you know what I mean every time. You want to do whatever you want.
I mean, you ain't got to worry about me getting locked up, killed, none of that. No. Trust me, I've been doing this shit for a little minute. That shit ain't gonna happen.
You said that shit last time when you was calling me Clay.
But I'm saying though, like,
I already told you.
Don't you want to get spoiled? Don't you want to get spoiled and all that?
I would rather have my man's freedom than get
I got you. But what if I told you I promise I would never get locked up again or I won't die? What if I can promise you that?
How you gonna promise me that you're not gonna die one day? I said to you, it's not funny.
You so fucking cute because I'm trying to tell you. Come on.
All the fucking answers. All the niggas is dead. Know the fucking answers. But I can't tell you shit, so just do whatever the fuck you want to do.
All right, baby. All right.
All right, well, this is a project apartment.
Well, how are you two going, Tay?
Hey, what's up, man?
Just walk me here not speaking.
Nah, my bad. You know, I'm just stressed out and all that, you know.
I see you stressed out and everything. Looking for a job is not easy all the time. How's the job going anyway? Did you get it?
I mean, I didn't even go. I didn't even go.
Why not?
Come on, that suit and tie stuff, that ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not gonna really put us, that ain't gonna do nothing. Like, that 9 to 5 stuff ain't gonna cut it.
That 9 to 5 gonna save you from surviving these streets. Having to be in these streets. Having to go through what me and your father went through. Boy, if you even listen to me?
I hear you. I hear you, man. I really do. I hear you.
Are you sure? Because I'm just saying, right? Me talking to you like this, I'm trying to prevent you from having to live the lifestyle that me and your father did. I don't even think that you've been able to fathom the things that we had to come across, some things that we had to face. I'm talking to you because some parents out here don't even sit down and talk to their kids. Like, this life is hard outside these doors right here. Mm-hmm. I made it easy life for you and your brother. It's up to you, but I'm trying to help you. It's up to you, though. At the end of the day, you're a grown man. I know you're going to make your own decisions, but I'm still your mother. So therefore, I had the last say, boy, take this
I get it
off in my house.
I get it, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I ain't really trying to be broke. I ain't really trying to be broke.
It's not even about being broke when you get a job. You're supposed to always work smart, not hard. And them streets is hard. You gotta dodge the police, dodge the robbers, dodge your friends hating on you. Who wanna be living like that? Come on now. Think smart, baby.
All right, man.
You keep saying all right here.
I got you.
He ain't trying to hit. We got so many abandoned houses here. Look at that. Look at that. Whole block abandoned. One store at the corner.
Shit, yo, you feel me? Like, I'm trying to get this money. You know, I've been laid low. I've been ducked off in Philly and shit for the last 2 years, bro, you know? Yeah, yo, after the nigga shot at me and shit like that, yo, you feel me? Everybody was just turning their back on the nigga, like, nobody wanted to fuck with me and shit like, had my name all crazy in these streets, but I'm back though, yo. I couldn't stay away from this shit for too long, yo. Trying to reclaim that shit. I'm trying to start shining on these niggas, like real shining. Not no motherfucking shining for a month or two on some taxis type shit. No, we really gotta shine, man. 100 something strong too, yo. For real, yo, I'm tired of fussing with my mother about some corny shit. You know, mother in the house kicking me out and all type of shit. Talking about I ain't really putting her up, and if I sell anything, I gotta give her half of the shit and all that. And then, you know, right, you know, and then, you know, I got a girl, you know, my girl and all that in the house, you know, and she just stressing, complaining. I'm trying to put some shit on her, trying to put some diamonds on her, make her good. You know, I just want to see everybody happy, man. And I know the only way to make motherfuckers happy is by risking all this shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to risk this shit, yo. For real, man. Motherfuckers calling and shit. But nah, though, yo, who the fuck is yo right there, though? That's my whole thing, yo. He real, he just baking his shit, like, fuck. That nigga baking, y'all. I ain't got time for none of that shit, yo. Anything that look crazy. I just want to do this shit, yo. I know the shit we doing ain't right, yo, but we gotta do it, yo. It ain't right, but it's gonna get us where we gotta go to get right, you know? Fam, already, man.
Big man on campus. How you doing, man?
Good.
All is well, all is well. How the family?
We're good, man. Still there's a headache, but you know.
And you leaves yet?
That's the only thing I got so far.
All right, come on. Don't do it here, man. We don't know who's watching, okay? Matter of fact, let's go to the office.
All right, yeah.
Still making rookie mistakes, I see, huh?
Look, man, look. Give me a little bit of time. I'm gonna be the commander in chief.
Oh, what happened? Big kahunas, I see, huh?
You already know.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Why the screen go black? All right, it's back.
Hell up there, man. God damn. You're not meeting outside no more, man.
Yeah, that shit, man.
Almost lost my goddamn mind. All right, so what you got to tell me, man? Really?
Look, man, the rookie been going to work. Look, man. Look at these open cases. Right there.
John Perez. You know he's a juvenile? He's not gonna lead us to any big fish. Man, look, hey, look, really, I support what you're doing, but look, you're working kind of too hard, all right? We got an agent for that, Agent Michelle, okay? She should be in the mood now.
All right.
Hi, good afternoon, gentlemen.
There you go, Agent Michelle. This is the rookie on the force.
Officer Richard.
Oh, hi, Officer Richard. I'm Agent Michelle. If you need anything around the office or anything, you can just let me know. Agent Curtis, the warden called today, and he left you a message.
How urgent was it?
Wasn't too urgent. He just said give him a call back and you can.
Tell you what. Let him reach me back at 2 today.
2?
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
2.
Sure. Anything else? Sure. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Thank you so much.
Okay. No problem.
Alrighty. Yeah, but as I said, man.
Oh, I almost forgot. Special Forces came by today and left this for you. So.
All right, thank you, Michelle. You know what? Since you the big shit on campus here, take it.
Gotta practice kicking. Oh, you gonna put me on this case? I'm the rookie?
Too big for you to handle?
You might want to check this out.
Yeah, I tried to give you a shot, man. You just
see for yourself. Everything good, man?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Vontae Smith, 5'8". Supposedly he said he was in Philadelphia, hiding. But we got suspicion that he's still on drug transactions. They say he came back to Baltimore. They should take over. Look, I had history on this guy. He might be dangerous, okay? We tried to crack him down before, but nothing happened. Okay, now he's back. So we cannot blow this, okay?
All right.
Now, this is our guy right here. So I want you to stay in the car. All right, if anything happens, that's when you come out. But just easy.
You really see this guy, man. Look at this guy. He's a clown. Come on now. Is that hard to catch this guy?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Easy.
You really want to stay in the car away from this clown motherfucker right here?
Don't worry about it, man. All right? We don't know if these motherfuckers right here with him.
All right, shit. You can boss man. You got it, man.
I'm about to go out there now, all right?
All right.
Don't.
I'm right here, man. I'm not gonna move a damn muscle. You do your thing. So I'm the rookie on the squad.
Why are you bringing the rookie? This guy so dangerous.
What the hell was that, man? Hold on here. You gonna have me lose money, man. Yo! Oh, you got man. Let me show you what's up, man. I mean, this is how we used to do it. You feel me? Oh! Okay. Just on time, baby. Just on time. What's up, baby? We rap at you right quick. How you doing, man? You gonna get this? Told you, yo. Time plan, man. You still got it, huh? Still got it, man. I'm out here. Go back to high school. How you been, man? Everything good? Yeah. How about you, man? I'm chilling, man. I can't complain. You still doing that dumbass police shit, man? Come on, man. Put the food on the table. Man, you gotta come back out here, though. You know? Man, but you see me out here shining, though, right? I'm about to get this new diamond. Presidential. Yeah, bust down. Yes, you look really nice. Man, everyone's been selling that, man.
People are dying. John just died the other day.
Bro. I don't want to hear no sad sob stories, bro. We living our life right now, man. LA next week. Yeah, man. It's the shop, man. You know, why not? You know, I spend my money on clothes, man.
I love the way you're doing this.
Right. I mean, I know you're not gonna be the one to take me off the streets, though, bro.
I'm not.
You my man, bro.
I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
I think you're not gonna take me out here, man.
But look, I'm not gonna let you fuck my vibe, fuck my get shot in this corner, you know?
Yeah.
Some of us still asking about you at the fucking camp. You missed Thanksgiving, you know that, right?
Yeah, man. You know I'm gonna hang back around, man. You know that, man. I get back to busting these niggas' ass, though. You feel me? Come on, man. Celebrate, man. We living. We living right now, baby. We're back in the game, baby. Get this. Yeah. Okay. Oh, shit. Let's go get some food. Let's go get some food. Let's go get them out of here.
Y'all brothers gone?
All right, yeah, we out here, yo. Already. Woo, man, I was fucking shit up. I was fucking shit up, man. You know?
How do you even do this?
Bitch, I thought you knew how to do it.
Damn. Shit.
Can you help me? Do you know how to do this?
Excuse me, just say how you do it. Say how you do it.
Well, can you show me how to do it?
This your friend, show girl? Yeah, that's my friend. She ready fuck the car off and all. I mean, I know first you gotta take the cap off first.
The hell are we watching?
First thing you gotta do.
I really appreciate you doing this for me.
I mean, this is, I used to break my car, you know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, why you out here fucking, like, why you out here
This
doing
one and Natalia, why are you trying to talk to me?
I mean, I'm just saying you look kind of cute to be out here doing that. Wow, damn, shit. Damn.
Let me get y'all the link.
He really with his shit. Like, he really good for real.
I'm a cool ass nigga, really.
Let me get y'all the link for this so that y'all can watch this. I think we're gonna get flagged. But yeah. This is the link right here. If anybody interested in watching the rest of that, I think we're gonna get flagged if we keep playing it. So we watched enough of it. Oh, shucks. All right, 1 hour ago, breaking news out of Baltimore. Breaking news. Wait a minute. Hold on. We lost it. Talk on it. Yeah, I was starting to get into the daggone movie. I said, no, we need to stop.
I don't see no justice. I don't get no phone calls on a daily basis saying, hey, Miss Smith, well, you know, we doing this and we doing that, or we looking into this, or we looking into that. And I ain't being selfish, you know, because I know they got other things to do.
They talk about their clearance rate is 56%, that they tout that as positive. Do you think that they're headed in the right direction, solving cases like this?
Well, I mean, I can't really say yeah or I can't say no, because I guess they go off of whatever evidence they get or they have. You know what I'm saying? But to me, in my case, I feel like they ain't working hard enough.
What would you like them to do at this point? I mean, do you have
anything they need to do to get whoever then killed my daughter? Because I'm not going to stop.
Mother seeking justice for a 13-year-old daughter. Uh-oh.
Getting new cars to patrol the city. A brand new fleet of 28 hybrid cars unveiled today at a ceremony at the police training.
Hey, what happened? What happened?
And to work comfortably while they are out on patrol.
All of these cars are going to officers who patrol, who answer your calls, who do proactive work to make sure your communities are safe, to take offenders off the street. This is much needed and well deserved.
Dozens more new cars are expected in the department over the next few months to replace the old fleet.
All right, Ava J, have a good night, dear. All right, my governor stepping in at the pump.
6, I'm Kelly Swoop. Jamie has the night off. It is a small sigh of relief for anyone who puts gas in their tank. After a whirlwind week, a bill pumping the brakes on the state's gas tax for 30 days got Governor Hogan's signature this afternoon. WMER2 News' Kendall Green joins us live now. Kendall, this is something that everyone wanted, and it seems like we got it done in record time.
Yeah, good evening, Kelly. It was bipartisan legislation that would give some relief to the pump that folks will be able to see as soon as their next trip to the gas station. By the stroke of the pen in Annapolis, relief at the pump now available statewide.
The challenges around gas prices and inflation are certainly to a degree uncertain and unpredictable, in part because of the unprovoked Russian aggression in Ukraine.
But the dramatic spikes at the gas pump, at the grocery store, and elsewhere are hard to ignore.
Those cries from the pump across the state didn't fall on deaf ears.
We are showing that Maryland leaders know that when there are problems that Marylanders are facing, we come together and we fix them.
Senate Bill 1010, cross-filed as House Bill 1486, was what lawmakers call a targeted response to an extraordinary set of circumstances. It passed unanimously and went into effect Friday afternoon, pressing pause on Maryland's 36-cent tax on every gallon of fuel for the next 30 days.
It's almost unheard of for a major piece of legislation to pass in such a short period of time and with such universal bipartisan support. But together, we have all risen to the occasion.
To put the savings in perspective, filling up a 14-gallon tank without state taxes will save a driver just over $5, while filling up an 18-gallon tank will save a driver nearly $6.50 per fill up for the next month.
We're also engaged in productive discussions to advance long-term permanent tax relief for Maryland families, small businesses, and retirees, which is supported by an overwhelming majority of Marylanders.
The bill has a nearly $100 million price tag, made possible by Maryland's projected surplus, predicted to hit $7.6 billion by the end of 2023.
And with our state in stronger fiscal position than it has ever been before, we simply can't afford not to let more Marylanders keep more of their own hard-earned dollars in their own pockets.
Now, in recent days, there's been talks at the State House surrounding extending that 30-day period beyond the period that's been specified in that law. Of course, it's still early to tell where that bill will go, but we'll provide those details on air and online at WMER2news.com. Reporting live in Towson, Kendall Green, WMER2 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Kendall. So now we know we'll be saving upwards of 36 cents on a gallon of fuel thanks to the state's gas tax holiday. But what about the federal side of things? Right now, we pay a little over 18 cents per gallon in federal gas taxes. There is a bill before Congress that would suspend that tax for the rest of the year, but it's getting very limited support in the Senate. Several senators called it a gimmick, saying it would save the average driver less than $100 over the course of a year. Others say the offset, the loss, is revenue that could be used to improve roads and bridges. It's just too great. So don't expect a federal gas tax holiday anytime soon. Take a look at gas prices in Maryland. They have actually fallen another 4 cents. So we're paying an average of about $4.16 a gallon. That is down 15 cents in a week, according to AAA. Now, it is still 60 cents more than we were paying about a month ago and $1.32 more than a year ago. Diesel fuel in Maryland stands at about $5 a gallon. We are working to help you save some money, though. So if you can just open the camera on your phone and scan this QR code right here on your screen. It'll take you to the gas price.
13 minutes ago.
2 more murders and 8 more shot just past the past 12 hours. It is the latest on what has been a violent year so far for Baltimore. 73 people have now been murdered in the city in the last year. 1 man was shot and killed around 5:30 this evening on Asquith Street in East Baltimore. And early this morning, BPD found a man dead in an alleyway. He had been shot several times in the head. And new in just the past 10 minutes, Baltimore police say a 3rd man has died in one of those shootings from today. 2 men were shot just before 2 this afternoon at South Charles and Conway Streets near the Royal Sonesta Harbor Court Hotel. Both were taken to the hospital, where one just died at shock trauma. No arrests have been made in any of these shootings so far.
We were down there when we went out during the day, the Fort McHenry, supposedly, the harbor.
Prices section of our website. You can type in your zip code and you'll find out the gas. We're getting new cars to patrol the...
Because I'm not getting no...
It's only 12 minutes long.
Of Ventura Boulevard through Encino. Now just taking a
It's only 12 minutes long.
Now heading up at a very high rate of speed. Now picking up the speeds as this driver, and you can see it's tinted windows, really dangerous speeds now. We're not seeing any ground units. There's an air unit above, an LAPD airship.
But this is why the LAPD sometimes backs off, because they want to lower the energy level of that driver, of that suspect, so that perhaps they will slow down and not endanger the public.
So that driver now on Balboa, and noting that it's 5:30 at night, you might think there'd be a bit more traffic there on the streets, but fairly open there for this pursuit to continue, possibly heading towards the freeway.
101. That's right. The 101 heading northbound on Balboa, and there is an on-ramp there, and we'll see if this suspect chooses to get on the 101 freeway. And it looks like they are there. Again, an alleged stolen Mercedes here, that SUV traveling at a very high rate of speed, dangerous speeds there. We'll get that signal back in just a second. It's so fast that our signal can't keep up with that driver. And we're not seeing many units behind. And now that this pursuit has entered the freeways, the California Highway Patrol will enter the game here. This will be a multi-agency incident where the CHP is involved, LAPD, if they initiated this pursuit, if they heard that this vehicle was stolen. That's what happens here, and that's what we're seeing right now.
So we are now watching this. You see pretty heavy traffic on one side of the 101.
Who is that car right there pulling up? Why are you pulling up to somebody that's running?
Freeway in the Encino neighborhood.
Let the man go where he got to go.
People heading home from work after a long day, not necessarily anticipating they will run into this, and maybe don't have a lot of notice about this other than the helicopters in the air. You don't see a lot of cruisers there, at least not yet. But Rick, as you mentioned, oftentimes CHP will be pretty quick. You don't see a lot of cruisers there, at least not yet. But Rick, as you mentioned, oftentimes CHP will be pretty quick to jump on that freeway.
Absolutely. And what they'll do is they'll even block on-ramps and off-ramps. They'll do whatever they can to keep the other motorists on the freeway and trying to enter or exit the freeway safe at this time. And this is a good time to remind everybody, if you encounter something like this, if you sense that somebody's being chased, if the CHP is tracking someone, lights and sirens, just try to back off
and get out of the way,
right or left safely, and don't try to be a hero in any means because you just don't know what the suspect's mindset is.
So at this hour, this rush hour, traffic usually going the opposite direction. So when you could get a glimpse of the other direction there, you can see that freeway is bumper to bumper and packed. Less traffic coming in here to town from Encino. But Rick Dickert, this motorist can go either the 405 south or continue on the 101, where they might encounter more traffic.
And there's a lot of traffic. I'm looking at our real-time traffic system, east and westbound side of the 101 near the 405. One of the busiest interchanges, as you both know, Christine and Alex, the 101 and the 405 in the San Fernando Valley.
In the whole country.
Whether you go north on the 405 or south, there will be some
Whoa!
traffic
Okay.
here with reduced speeds, and we are rapidly approaching that interchange here. And this suspect doing whatever he or she can, unclear if there's anybody else inside that vehicle at this time. Again, this is an alleged stolen vehicle suspect. Bottom line, the CHP, LAPD, whoever initiated this, lit this individual up, and they chose not to pull over, and the pursuit was on.
The challenge, of course, with a stolen vehicle is you don't necessarily know who's behind the wheel. It's a lot easier when it's not a stolen vehicle and you look at the license plate and you kind of know who owns the car, who's registered to it, and it gives you a better sense in terms of background information about them. With a stolen vehicle, it really could be anybody. Police may know a lot more than they're telling us.
When I see somebody driving like that, I want to get out their way.
Or how many people may be in that vehicle.
And we are heading now eastbound on the 101. We passed the 405. We're now in Sherman Oaks. You can see with our real-time nav system, the 101 freeway through Sherman Oaks at Van Nuys Boulevard. That takes it to the east of the 405 interchange. You can see speeds down under 5 miles an hour. I told you, I saw that on our real-time traffic system. Traffic is jammed. This stretch of the 101 through what we call the valley floor between the 101 and the 405 interchange and the Hollywood split. That's where the 101, the 170, the 134 freeways all meet. That interchange will be coming up shortly. And you can see the suspect is still active.
Yeah, go ahead and get over there. Yeah, them cars flying by. Go ahead.
We haven't seen Alex and Christine or any units behind this vehicle at this time.
You ain't the only one
Those ground
trying to
units
get out of
are
there.
backed off. Most of the time, if that does happen and we go into what we call just surveillance mode, there's going to be an airship, an LAPD helicopter surveying this from above, and they will follow this vehicle. They will follow this suspect, this alleged stolen vehicle suspect, until he or she pulls over.
And it looks like this suspect is making a move to exit the freeway in that far right lane. When we first picked up this pursuit, it was on surface streets. Ooh, look at that move
dangerous.
there.
Yeah, that was close.
Scary. Yeah, but this vehicle was on surface streets. We picked it up in the Van Nuys area, in Sherman Oaks, and Encino.
And this is a
Interesting
Mercedes.
to see if this person gets off and back onto those surface streets, and maybe even circles back, Rick.
Yeah, a lot of times we do see that. We talk about that all the time, that a lot of times these suspects like to stay in familiar grounds where they're familiar with, the neighborhoods they're familiar with, so that perhaps they could go through a back alley that they know about and evade police. So we'll see if that does happen indeed. But right now, this is a stretch of the 101 through the valley floor, coming away from the 405 interchange towards the Hollywood split, where the 101, the 170, and the 134 freeways meet. And it's stop and go. He stopped right now. She stopped right now, the suspect. And
So where's the police at?
If there's anybody else inside this alleged stolen vehicle.
You wonder, like,
they could box him in.
CHP involved.
It's one of those situations. They may have chosen to back off earlier where we didn't see the real erratic nature of the driving of this suspect. We've seen so many horrific situations where innocent bystanders have either been injured or even killed as a result of these pursuits. So what they can do is they can still go in tracking mode from the air with an LAPD airship, with an LA County Sheriff's Department airship, and track the suspect and back off on those ground units. So perhaps that will kind of ease the energy of the suspect being pursued so that they don't get involved in a situation where they are going to harm somebody.
So back to Sherman Oaks, the driver did not exit the freeway at that.
Well, let's speed up some.
Encino, away from Sherman Oaks towards North Hollywood, where
sunset around this time beforehand. Now, a bright, easy drive for this person. But those familiar sights, which we didn't have as much during the pandemic, of rush hour freeway on the 101, we're seeing here.
Which is adjacent to the 101 freeway there in the San Fernando Valley. So the suspect, for whatever reason, again, you just don't know the mindset of these suspects. They decided I don't like this traffic. I see it coming up. I need to get out of this. I'm agitated. Now making a turn onto Riverside Drive through Sherman Oaks. That is a east-west thoroughfare that parallels the 101 freeway here, and traveling back in a westbound direction on Riverside.
Whoa.
Now making a hard left turn. And just trying to do, again, I have not seen any, and we've been pretty tight on this vehicle, this alleged stolen Mercedes here, whether or not there are any units behind that vehicle that is causing that suspect to get really agitated and try to evade.
Is that the mall there? Or where are we?
That we're at Woodman Avenue here, right off the 101 freeway, in and out, weaving in and out of traffic. Very busy here, right off the 101 freeway.
Is that the entrance?
That's the mall.
Into the mall area, yeah. And
this
perhaps,
is how we always say how you get away.
But perhaps this car's trying, he's trying to ditch the car.
Let's see what happens here, because we have seen making a left turn.
Yeah.
Going in the parking garage.
We've seen there are 18% of pursuits, according to the LAPD, in which the suspect is able to get away. And a lot of times we see it in these types of facilities where we have parking structures, and this suspect decided to duck in there. And the situation is you can pull into a spot, rapidly run out. You're covered up by the parking structure, so the aerial unit can't see you.
Right.
And if there's not any ground units behind, they don't know where you went.
Right.
So you could quickly get out and just sort of.
It's not your car.
Exactly.
Right.
And you're just rolling through and go, hey, I'm going to Gap. I'm all good.
Now, obviously, there's a lot of surveillance video.
There's the LAPD
at a place like this, but
for the short term,
this is the highest percentage move for cars that get away is doing what this person presumably just did, especially when there's the so-called tracking mode and there's nobody behind you.
That's right. And I've seen a couple of suspects get away in this particular parking structure here off the 101 freeway.
Nope, there he is. No, that's not him.
A couple of motorcyclists who have ducked in there. That's happened in the past. So we'll see what happens at this point. We're looking. Skyfox is on it right off the 101 freeway there, Van Nuys Boulevard. You know them all. You can see it from the 101 freeway here. That suspect said, hey, I'm going to duck in here. I'm going to pull into a parking stall. I'm going to try to jump out, and hopefully nobody will see me, and I could just sort of merge myself into the public there, going out for a stroll in the mall on this Thursday evening.
Makes me think this driver is familiar with this general area because they were in Van Nuys, then Sherman Oaks, around the mall in Sherman Oaks over there, and then Encino.
Look at that parking structure. He could be in there anywhere.
Area of Sherman Oaks. Apparently, knowing this mall well enough, I'm thinking
I'd have went there and called me a cab.
You're right.
I'd have got me an Uber.
They're smart. I mean, some of these suspects. Is that the yeah, we're trying to see if I would think that the suspect ducked in there just to do what we talked about.
I remember covering one of these in the field in the Inland Empire where a suspect did just that, got out, went into a movie theater and watched a movie.
Well, maybe there's fingerprints all over that car. Police might be able to track him down.
Yeah.
All right. Slime is up. We are seeing this more and more, and here we go. We'll see. And this could be one of those. We talk about the 18% that get away in LAPD jurisdiction. We'll see if that happens here.
We'll let you know if this guy is caught. In the meantime, we're going to move on to some other news and update that when we get new information.
All righty.
This week, we've got a very special edition of our.
So we got a smart criminal. He went on and ducked on in the parking structure. He had tinted windows on the car, so nobody knew what he looked like. Nobody knew what he looked like. Man, look at that. Look at that, y'all. That's daggone shame. Damn. We was talking about the projects. Look at that. Look, y'all, this is getting sickening. If Russia's supposed to be the best military in the world, why is it taking them so long to get this little country? Why are they not using their ground troops and going in there and taking over? Why are they using missiles and rockets? I would expect somebody small like a Turkey or, an Iran to use missiles because they really don't have that many ground troops. But why is it that the biggest army supposedly in the world, why are they using so many rockets hitting civilian targets? Why are they not hitting military targets? They hitting civilian targets. It's like they trying to get the civilian people to say, "Oh, please stop." I don't get it. Can somebody explain? Uh-oh, I didn't ask you. What are you doing? What are you doing, sir? I didn't ask you for that. What are you doing? I'm trying to see when this is. 5 hours ago.
And what's wrong, perhaps, with Russian logistics. And we're really happy to have somebody who started this conversation going for thousands of people. Trent Telenko is a former staff specialist with the U.S. Defense Department and a former U.S. Army vehicle auditor, and he joins us now. Trent, it's great to have you because I, as I say, like tens of thousands of other people, saw a Twitter thread that you put up early in the first week or two of the war. You shared photos that you had found on Twitter about your experience working on Army vehicles, but more important, about those bogged down tanks, trucks. We're looking at some of them now. That may have been hit as well. But I'm just wondering about what have you seen?
All right, those two photos you saw were pictures of U.S. Army FMTV trucks that were sent back to Sealy, Texas after being hit by IEDs. It is because I was there when those trucks were coming in that I could recognize what was going on with the Russian vehicles in Ukraine. And when it came to tires, I spent 10 years auditing preventive maintenance on trucks that the Army had purchased from the contractor, hadn't been delivered yet. What that meant was that I could tell at a glance what was going on with the Russian tires. Most modern trucks have something called the central tire inflation system. It's basically a little electronic device that sends air out to the tires so you can go in mud and not get stuck. The problem with the system and with tires is it has to be exercised between once a week and once a month. And when we saw a $20 million Russian air defense vehicle stuck in the mud with its tire ripped apart, I understood immediately that if you're not maintaining a $20 million air defense vehicle, that, just driving it once a month, you're not going to be doing that with trucks. And what that means is when the Russians moved into Ukraine, vehicles that had not been moved in over a year, and they started using the central tire inflation system, well, the sides of the tires get very brittle by being out in the sun and not being moved. So when you air them down and crunch down the tires, suddenly all that brittle rubber cracks and the tires flatten. And in the case of the picture that I used to start that thread, you see the tire literally rip apart in the mud. The thing about corruption that they taught me as a government auditor is it cannot be centralized. If you've got someone at the top saying, well, I'm not going to buy the 100,000 mile tire, I'm going to buy the 40,000 mile tire and pocket the difference and put that on Russian trucks, that means everyone else in the chain of command is doing similar things to pocket a little bit of that money. So if you saw something so basic on so expensive a vehicle, it told everyone that knew anything about motor pools and preventive maintenance, the Russians weren't doing it. And you can talk with some, go ahead.
You sent us a bunch of images. Were those your images that we were airing just a minute ago? You could see them on the screen, right?
Those were,
all right, let's air those again. Let's air those again and explain what we're looking at, why you sent those to us, because you wanted to make a point about these specific images. So go ahead.
All right, that vehicle that you just saw was, and the ones that you're seeing are trucks that came back from Iraq in 2005 and 2006 to be rebuilt in Sealy, Texas. You're seeing the effect of blast of a mine, a big explosive planted on the side of the road, sending fragments through an unarmored vehicle. All right, right there, you're seeing a steel bed on a truck. Russian trucks don't use steel beds, they use wood. It's cheaper. We use it in commercial trucking all the time. The problem is in a real war, When a blast goes off, that wood shatters and there's flying fragments that will eviscerate troops that are anywhere near it. This is the difference between an army that fights a lot of wars and an army that does internal security. They make those kind of make or buy decisions reflect the kind of missions that the army has. Right now,
Trent,
Russia. Go ahead.
Well, I thank you very much. You're describing for us exactly what I think so many people find so interesting about your contributions on this subject.
So once again, I say to the people that's saying that Ezekiel 38 and 39 is coming true right now. I don't think Russia can handle Israel head to head. With all the technology that us, the UK, and the other countries in the United Nations have given to Israel, I don't think Russia can take Israel. They can't take the Ukraine. This should have been an open and closed shut case. Let's look at something. Map of Ukraine and Russia. Let's just look at a map real quick. I just want y'all to see something that just totally blew my mind. Images. Can y'all see this on y'all screen? Open image in a new tab. Can y'all see this on y'all screen? Look how little the Ukraine is. Look at them. The Ukraine look like a little baby. Give them a bottle. Give them that bye-bye. Look at the size of Russia. Look at all this. Look at it. You trying to tell me they can't take that? They should be able to take Ukraine, Turkey, Kazakhstan, Mongolia. They should be able to take all that in one day. Look at how big that country is. Look at it. You trying to tell me? You trying to tell me that they can't take that little speck of a country? Look how small it is. They can't take that little speck. It's a speck. Look at it. They can't take that little country. Seriously. Well, why they got to carpet bomb them? They should be able to send their troops in there and kick everybody back. Russia probably got more troops than Ukraine got citizens. Look at how big that area is, mud duck. Look at how big Russia is. Look at how small the Ukraine is. You could take the Ukraine and fit it into Russia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You can fit the Ukraine into Russia 18 times and still have room left over. That should have been a wash. Russia can't take their little country. They ought to be embarrassed. If I was Putin, I'd be embarrassed that we got all that. We got that mass. The people should be able to walk in there and just beat everybody up and leave. You should be able to take before the aura. If you took everybody that was before the aura and gave them a gun, they should be able to go in there and just kick butt. My duck says that everybody in Ukraine got a gun and they hiding. Still, look at how many people will be able to fit in here. Look how many people will be able to fit in here just before the R. I ain't talking about the rest of the R. Just before the R. This is the first hump right here. Every man and woman that can pick up a gun should be able to walk across that border and beat everybody up and drag them back across the border. I didn't realize Ukraine was that small until yesterday before I did that show. I didn't realize. Look at how big Russia is. Why does Putin need that little itty bitty country? Why does Putin need that little bit of country? You said after 10 years in Afghanistan, we still lost. Our goal was never to take over Afghanistan. Our goal was to go help people that really don't want to be helped. You can't win no kind of war that way. We wanted to get the terrorists. The people say they don't like the terrorists, but they keep feeding them. They keep giving them weapons. They keep giving them money and shelter. But they say they don't believe in that. It's suicide to get involved in that. That's like getting into a domestic dispute where you see a man beating a woman up and you go over there and you try to help the woman and the woman sneak you from behind and you getting banked by the both of them. Now, if we were going to take over it, then we should have went in there and took over it. Should have done the same thing with Iraq. Went over there and took it over. We didn't take it over. That's an error. The same way the North didn't take over the South. Was an error. Russia wants to take Ukraine. It's something in that little country that Putin wants. It's something in that little itty bitty country that Putin wants. What it is, I don't know. Now, if we wanted to take Afghanistan and we wanted to make it America, it would take us about 2 weeks to go in there and blow them people out them holes and just level everything. Take over the oil and everything else and be good. We didn't want to do that. The mission was to get rid of the terrorists and make the people able to safely run the country. But those people are still taking care of the rebels. As long as the people take care of the rebels on the back end, you can't do nothing. No matter what you got, you can't do nothing because the people you coming to protect are working against you. They'll let the rebels know when you coming so they can sneak attack you. But man, look at the size of the Ukraine and look at the size of Russia. And another thing, we had to send people halfway around the world. They right next door. The Russians ain't got to go nowhere. They ain't got to travel no seas. They right next door. You can literally walk from Russia right across the border into Ukraine. They be like us having a hard time with Mexico. Just cross the border and start shooting. Yeah, but we didn't go there to take it over. Putin's trying to take over the Ukraine. We didn't go there. The mission was never to take over Afghanistan. War would have been fought a whole different way. But the Russians are shooting at the civilians purposely and still ain't getting nowhere. We were trying to avoid civilians getting in a conflict. I don't know how women in a maternity ward and babies are going to hurt the Russian soldiers, but they blew it up. People crammed into an apartment building. They shelling them. We don't have the guts to come take you on, so we going to drop some bombs on where you live. It's just crazy. You know, if you go to Exodus, the Lord said, when I send you somewhere, you go in there and you level everything. You kill the men, the women, and the children. You kill everything and leave it a rubble. And of course, you know, the men had to go in there and they felt sorry for the kids and would let them live. And the women were pretty and they let them, you know. He was just hard-headed. McDuck says they showed it all wrong. It's fake news, ABC propaganda. Well, all righty, y'all. It's 12 o'clock midnight. Let me go in here and cook. I haven't ate yet. But, man, I didn't realize that the Ukraine was that daggone small. They holding their own. Shout out to the Ukraine. Let me see.
And then the Ukrainians rolled back in and just floored them.
Oh, this is live.
Like,
oh, no. Nah, you ain't getting me in trouble. Let me get out of here before we get caught up with that. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for spending the evening with me. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I made it. The goal was not to go back to the market until the weekend. We actually have $50 more food dollars. We actually have 50 more food dollars than we did this time last month. And that was only 28 days in last month. So we actually have 50 more dollars. And what the goal is, to go spend $50 tomorrow. And then make that last till next Saturday and spend $50 again. That's the goal. And if we do that, we will make it through the end of the month and not run out of food money. That's the mission. That's been my mission this month. Can we do it? We've never been able to do it before. Can we do it? That's the mission. Y'all think we can do it? I don't know if y'all notice, because it's amazing. You don't notice the good stuff. I haven't asked for no money for food in the past 2 months. Has anybody noticed that? That's an improvement. And we trying to improve on that. Because we've been doing good. How many more weekends left in the month? Can we do it? So let's look at Saturday. You got Saturday, which is going to be the 20th. Then you got Saturday again. That's going to be the 27th. Okay? And then you got Saturday again, and that's going to be the 3rd. If we stay on budget, because we got 150. They gave me 250 this month. And we spent 100. So if we spend 50 tomorrow on the 20th, and we make that last, and we spend 20 on the 27th, and we make that last, the next Saturday is the 3rd. And we take that last 50. How close could we get to the 10th and start it again? The 10th will be that next Saturday. So that means for the first time, I said for the first time, for those of y'all not paying attention, for the first time since 2016, I won't have to use any of my disability to buy food for the first time if we can stay on course. The 20th, the 27th, and the 3rd. So we go to the market tomorrow. We go to the market next Saturday. We go to the market the Saturday after that. When we go to the market that 4th Saturday, we will have the stipend again. And we start it again. Trying to make myself live on $50 a week. Some of y'all go to the market and spend $200 at one time. We're going to try to stretch that over a whole month. And so far, we on course. Because when we get off of here now, we still got 2 chicken thighs in there. We still got 2 bags of the baby shrimp. We got a half a box of the pasta. We still got enough for 2 meals of the bird's eye vegetables. We have 4 cans of corn up in the corner. We still got 2 cans of the tuna. You mix the tuna in with the pasta and the shrimp. Tastes pretty good. And we still got about 8 oranges left, 8 tangerines left. And I still got enough for a bowl and a half of cereal. So we all right to tomorrow. We'll go to the market again. Chung Lee advised me to get some canned goods in case there's a food shortage. We have 4 cans of corn up there now. I emptied out the little card that they gave me from, I told you that they give you a card. You can either buy medical supplies or you could buy certain limited food with it. I got 12 cans of corn to go with the 4 that's already up there. I ordered 12 cans of peas also, and 2 big cans of beef stew. They coming from Walmart. Some might be here tomorrow or Monday, whatever. But they ordered. So we also gonna have food in case there's a food shortage or something. On the 1st, I'm gonna order some tuna, because that's on that. And I'm gonna order some more cans. They got string beans. We're gonna order that, and we're gonna order like 6 or 7 cans of, the beef stew. So that way, if it's a food shortage, we got plenty of canned goods, food that you don't have to eat up. So we making things happen. Well, a lot of people is talking. Behind the scenes, things are happening. And that's why I said you don't have to show. You don't have to brag. You don't have to put the spotlight on everything. Just get her done. And that's what we do. We get it done. We don't make the excuses. We get her done. So if there is a food shortage, at least I'll be okay for a couple weeks. I won't have to be out there running around trying to find something to eat. I have a better problem trying to defend what I got rather than being out there running around scrounging. So, like I said, we starting to look for things. Like I would like to load up on that sugar-free pudding. Doesn't need refrigeration. Doesn't need to be heated. Trying to look for things that we can get and use, and not have to worry about keeping it frozen or it going bad. So that we can be ready in case something does happen. So we trying to get her done. So tomorrow we're going to go hit the market, and our cap is $50. We can't go over $50. Then we going again next Saturday. Cap is $50. Then the Saturday after that, we going. The cap is $50. The Saturday after that, the new balance will be here, and the cap is $50. And as long as we keep spending $50 every Saturday and making it on that $50, we gonna stay on course. So tomorrow we go to the market. Also, it's the Saturday sermon. Tuesday, we go to the housing. Friday, we go to the doctors. So we got a busy week coming up. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to Tuesday. I'm kind of nervous, though. I'm kind of nervous. But I'm looking forward to it. So, let me get ready to let y'all go. Thank y'all for coming. As Nia would say, see you soon. As Chung Lee would say, don't leave home without the wasp spray. And that's as I say, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. And I'll try to go out during the daytime so we can get some more daytime footage. But we're going to hit the market. And like I said, the goal is to spend $50 and to stay on course. That's the new plan. To stay on course. Can we stay within budget? Because once I move, I might lose that stipend. And that's going to set me up good because if they do put 400 back in my hand, if I can spend half of it on food and the other half of what I want to spend it on, that's a win. That's a WIN right there. That's just a win. So, y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Peace, everybody. Thanks for joining me on the e-bike channel, and we out. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't push the e-bikes. Hold on a sec. We ain't done yet, y'all. I didn't push the e-bikes. Hold on. I didn't even push the e-bikes. Oh, sir. We on the e-bike channel, and I didn't push the e-bikes. Whoops. Uh-oh. They raised the price. It's only 3 units left in the white. And it's 9 units left in the black. They ain't raised the price. The guy said he fixed the coupons. He ain't said he raised the prices. But let's see what it say. This is the bike I was on today. This was the bike. This is the most dependable 500 watt e-bike that I've seen. I can tell you right now. I trust this bike to take me anywhere. We've been down to the waterfront. We've been out in the woods. We've been all through the neighborhood. We ain't been in the hood. And we take this bike. It's dependable. It's got 20-inch, 4-inch wide tires. It's got a 7-speed Shimano shifter. It's got a 10.4 48-volt amp-hour battery. It got mechanical disc brakes. It got a front light and tail light, and it also has a color display. It comes with fenders. It comes with a rack, and it folds up. You can fold it up, put it in the back of your car, back of your truck. Fold it up, take it on the subway, light rail, whatever you want to do. You can do it with this bike. It comes with a suspension front fork, and it comes with suspension seat posts. Nice, comfortable ride. Let me get y'all the link for the Paselec PX5. Or Bessie is y'all call her. There's the link. Here's my coupon code. And I'm going to show you what to do with it. Give me 1 second here. Let me type it in. Color Dark PX5. Let me copy it. All right. And there's the coupon code for her. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a difference? Okay, it was showing Canada. We have 18 in the black in Canada. And okay, so we have 18 and 18. 18 in white, 18 in black, ready to go. Now, I didn't notice that. So they ship into Canada now. Now, you put your information in, and you put in my coupon code, Bubba Derek PX5, and let's see what happens. You get the bike for $8.99. So $8.99. Put my coupon code in, you get this bike for $899. That's a steal. $8.99. Now, this is the upgrade. And we got 20 units in the green. The black ain't showing up. Where's the black at? We don't have any black. Why isn't the black showing up? All right, well, we got 20 units in green. This is the update. This computer acting stupid, man. Come on, ain't got all day. Why is it you that long to load the picture up? Really? It's taking all that time to load. All right, whatever. I can do this from here. It's got 20-inch, 4-inch wide tires, just like the PX5 does. It has an 8-speed Alta shifter instead of a 7-speed. It's got a 12-amp-hour battery instead of a 10.4. It's got hydraulic car-like brakes instead of having... It's still spinning. Instead of having mechanical disc brakes. These are all upgrades. It's got full frame suspension, not seat post suspension, but full frame suspension. Means the whole frame is supported. And it has front suspension also. It's got a color display. It's got an updated rack. Look how thick that rack is. That's a thick rack right there. And instead of a 500-watt motor that peaks at 750, this bike is 750, and it peaks at well over 1,000. This bike is at 750. So if you saw me riding and thought I was going fast, imagine how fast you're going to be on this bike. Instead of peaking at 750 watts, you're going to peak at over 1,000. You saw me peaking at 750 to 800 watts. Imagine peaking between 750 and 1,050 watts. That's what this bike does for you. It's the upgrade. And it's still spinning. So I don't know. Can I close that? We'll close that then because you ain't doing your job. But it comes in green and black. There it is. Now it shows it. There it is. Now it shows the black. But anyway, let's keep moving. And I just messed up. Doggone it. Can I grab that link real quick? Copy. See how fast I can do this. Uh-oh, the PC and froze up again. So you really gonna do me like this? There's the link. Let me give you the coupon code. The PC a chance to get itself together. This is the PS6. The bike I showed you before was the PX5. This is the upgrade. There's the link. And there's the coupon code. Let me show you what you do with it. Guess we gotta wait for it to flip. God darn. Well, I guess we're gonna have to end this, y'all, because the PC not responding. I don't know what's going on. The PC just acting stupid. Looks like we're gonna need a new PC. All right, y'all. We're just gonna have to get this up. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Wasn't in the cards. Just wasn't in the cards. Have a good night, everybody. We out. Peace.